The Rattlers Arena Football is brought to you by America West Airlines. Low fares and the respect you deserve. By Whataburger, hot, fresh, and made to order. By Checker Auto Parts, home of the TriStar Parts System. By Budweiser, proud to be your bud. By U.S. West, we have simple answers for home telephone service. By Subway, the place where fresh is the taste. By Sanderson Ford, the dealership that's service-built. By Bun & Fitness, official fitness supplier for the Phoenix Suns and the Arizona Rattlers. By Budget Rent-A-Car, the smart money's on budget. By the Arizona Lottery, Arizona Powerball, this is serious money. By Powerade, it's the next thing in sports drinks. By Southwest Airlines, just plain smart. And by the Center for Sports Medicine and Health West Regional Medical Center. Now, here are Trey Bender and Dan Minucci.
Live from America West Arena, it's time for Arizona Rattlers football. Tonight, the Rattlers and the Charlotte Rage. The Arizona Rattlers, a 3-1 record after a thrilling win last week, 37-35 over Mass. This week, taking on a physical Charlotte Rage club. And Trey Bender, along with Dan Minucci, bringing you the action. Dan, an exciting game upcoming, and the exciting thing for Rattlers fans, Hunky Cooper is back.
Hunky Cooper back, the MVP last year, a guy that can pull it out at any particular point in the ball game. They're happy to have him here last year. Paul Justin throws a touchdown pass in the final game. Hunky Cooper, 12 receptions, 151 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Last year, 114 receptions, 24 touchdowns. Total yards, 1,466 total yards. Returns 83-19.3. He also had 3 touchdowns with 3 passes. Hunky Cooper, he's a blessing in disguise to be back here with the Rattlers.
AFL MVP a year ago, and Hunky Cooper excited to be playing. Dan Minucci talked with him earlier.
Well, first of all, arena ball is exciting football, and it gave me my first shot at the NFL that I didn't receive from college. Reasons for coming back were primary. My reasons of not taking a month off in NFL training camps and missing all of arena football, then trying to make up for the possibility of being cut from NFL. Well, I think by coming back to the Arizona Rattlers and arena football, I can get some actual playing time, and I can better myself as an athlete mentally and physically and have a better shot at the NFL coming up.
The Rattlers now 3-1 on the season, a 37-35 win last week, a last-second field goal by Luis Zendejas. It was a thrilling victory, Dan.
Luis Zendejas, the man of the hour, the old wily vet. He goes ahead and it's a game-winning field goal from 50 yards out. An outstanding game, and Danny White lucky just to have the win.
Tom Leander has this story.
Former NFL quarterback Mike Pagel and his Marauders struck early. Twice, the ex-ASU star hooks up with ex-St. Mary's High product, Andre Langley. Then it was Langley charging down the sideline, tiptoeing the edge for another score, and the Marauders had a 21-6 lead. But then the Rattlers started to roll out the big hits.
Oh, great hit by number 6. Oh, my God, that was a great hit.
Trailing 28-26 in the third quarter, the Rattlers take their first lead.
Over the middle, touchdown, Holt.
Cedric Bonner and Holt combined for the 9-yard strike, and Danny White then goes for the 2-point conversion. The pitch to Reinhold. It's a 34-28 Rattlers lead. The Mass Marauders come right back. Pagel to Ralph Jarvis, and it's 35-34 Marauders. Key play. With 34 seconds to play, the Rattlers need a defensive stop to halt the clock.
So the clock stops with 30 seconds left.
That gives the Rattlers new life. Their offense gets the ball back and puts place kicker Luis Zendejas in hero's position with just 3 ticks left on the clock.
Bonner is the holder. Zendejas with the game on the line. The kick is up. It's got enough distance. It's good!
That gave the Rattlers the dramatic come-from-behind victory, and here's your hero.
I think it was a lot of fun just because everybody got into it, all the players. I mean, I went back into watching the tape afterwards. I got beat up, especially by Andy Caviallo. I said, Andy, you beat me up. He said he denied it. No, I said, here's the tape. But I think it was, yeah, like you said, it was exciting. Everybody got so riled up. It was just one of those things that you let your emotions go, and hey, it turned out to be in the right side.
Luis Zendejas, with ice in his veins, buries the 50-yard field goal. He is off to quite a start, Dan Minucci. really playing well.
Well, Luis Zendejas right now leading the league in field goals. He's 7-9. He's 3 for 8 for 2-point conversions. I mean, how about that? Anytime you've got the 2-point conversions working for you, the tops in the league as a kicker, Luis Zendejas feeling this is probably one of his better years. And the main reason why is because he's healthy and his leg is stronger than ever.
And he kicked it over 45 yards. The first kick he's made, the longest kick in Rattlers history, as the Rattlers pulled out that victory. Zendejas just one of the pieces to the puzzle for the Rattlers, off to a great start at 3-1, much better than last season. And this club hoping they can put it together here in the first portion of the season, because when you look at it, a 3-1 record, they're sitting pretty well right now in the Western Conference.
Well, Danny White really is. He feels pretty good. They're only a half a game behind Albany. It's going to go ahead right into the final stages. The Arizona Rattlers look very, very good heading into the playoffs with about 7 games to go.
The opponent, the Charlotte Rage, really facing an uphill struggle. Orlando off to a 5-0 start. Charlotte is 2-2 and 2.5 games back. It's anybody's ball game as you look to the second half of the season. But Danny White, considering all the problems they've had with penalties and turnovers, 3-1's not a bad start.
It really is, and Danny's not exactly happy with what's been going on out there as far as the offensive defense is doing very, very well. They're averaging 42 points a game and only giving up 34 points a game. Danny feels that his team's got a little more room to grow, but at least they're winning, and that's the key for this ball club.
And the quarterback for the Rattlers, Cedric Bonner, off to a great start. 16 touchdown passes, has a sore ankle, but 947 yards. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Cedric Bonner throws a bullet right in there to Richard Holt at the very end of the game to get this ball club back into the ball game. Leads the league in total yards and leads the league in pass attempts. The thing for Cedric Bonner is he has to maintain that type of thing. Key for a quarterback in this league is to go ahead and stay consistent, keep throwing the football, because you're going to have slumps in arena football.
Well, it's going to be interesting. No Calvin Schexnayder tonight. He is inactive. Schexnayder's been a big part of the offense. 24 catches, 6 touchdowns, but he'll be with them the rest of the year.
Well, he will. I mean, can you imagine the addition of Calvin Schexnayder and Hunky Cooper? Schexnayder's going to come back here. He'll play an outstanding role for this entire ball club. Hunky Cooper back. I mean, it's like having the posse from the old Washington Redskins there. I'm surprised Joe Theismann hasn't come back for the arena football here at the Arizona Rattlers. So Cedric Bonner, I can tell you, is excited to have both of them. And when he gets both of them on the field at the same time, I can guarantee you this, fireworks are going to happen here in America West Arena.
The Charlotte Rage, meanwhile, a 2-2 ball club. They've been up and down. They beat the defending champion Tampa Bay, but since then they've been kind of like a roller coaster. Really hard to get a read for this club.
It really is, and you've got a new quarterback for this ball club. That's one of the keys. Andy Kelly, who was lighting it up for the Charlotte Rage last year, has gone on to the NFL. A couple of their other key players have gone on to the NFL. Tony Kimbrough is doing an outstanding job, but you're right, and that's okay. If a team is up and down, you might as well get it out of the way now, because when the playoff time comes, this ball can explode at any time.
Tony Kimbrough, 13 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, much like the rest of the ball club. Has some good wideouts, though. And 2 of those guys that catch a lot of balls, Kevin Pratt, and also the guy that leads them in receptions, Kevin Pratt and Danny Smith.
Both of them outstanding receivers. They can score on you at any particular time. I can guarantee you this, Trey. It may be back here, the shootout again from last year's 56-49. It may pick up right where that left off.
Excitement again at the Snake Pit America West Arena. The Arizona Rattlers and Charlotte Rage kick it off here in Phoenix.
What do Arizona and Budget Rent-A-Car have in common? Wide open skies. Plenty of space. And a variety of scenery. Now, a manual Toyota Tercel is just $20 a day with unlimited mileage. Budget Rent-A-Car of Arizona. Have a nice trip.
I've always been a very nervous person. How nervous? I'm even afraid of yogurt. My life would be a lot more fun with Dimension Cable, but I'm nervous if I can afford it. Numbers make me nervous, too. Unless they're nice numbers. It's not like I don't like TV. I love TV. In fact, I've got 3 TVs, which makes it even more ridiculous I don't have cable. The problem is, I need guarantees in life. By the way, I'm really bad at remembering phone numbers.
Just call 277-1000 today and live it up on Dimension Cable.
America West asks, what would it be like to get low fares and great service?
It's like a long-lost uncle left you $1 million tax-free.
like meeting a gorgeous hunk and discovering he's your next-door neighbor.
Hey, stop dreaming and start flying. At America West, we not only have low fares, our frequent flyer program, Flight Fund, can get you free trips all over the world.
Hurry, here I come.
America West, low fares and the respect you deserve.
It's like having your cake and eating it, too.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
Trey Bender, Dan Minucci, Rattlers and Rage. The kickoff brought to you by Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Luis Zendejas to kick it away from his goal line. Back deep to receive for Charlotte. Jeff Parker, the speedster, out of Bethune-Cookman. Noisy crowd on hand here at the Snake Pit. The Rattlers at 3-1, Charlotte at 2-2, and we're underway. A high end-over-end kick. It'll be through the back of the end zone and out the back, and a touchback, and that means Charlotte has a 1st and 10 from their 5. Time for the Health West Regional Medical Center injury report. Arizona's #1 center for complete family sports medicine and orthopedic health care. Calvin Schexnader, the offensive specialist, out with a bruised knee. Also Tracy Mao, the fullback and linebacker, out with calf problems. The Rattlers defense hoping to put a rush on Charlotte. Charlotte starting 1st and 10 from their 5-yard line. Tony Kimbrough out of Western Michigan, his first year in arena football at the helm. In motion, Danny Smith on the right side. Kimbrough drops back to throw. Pressure by Barr, throws it, it's caught. A completion out to the 15-yard line. He hits his main man, Smith. A 10-yard pickup and very close to a 1st down. Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Checker Auto, the home of the TriStar Part System. Kimbrough, the quarterback. The fullback, Kevin Woolfolk. Jeff Parker, Danny Smith, Kevin Pratt, dangerous wideouts. A big line with Tony Bowick, Marlon Brown, and Les Hall on that front wall. A pickup of 9.5. It'll be second at about half a yard for Charlotte, just shy of the 15-yard line. Jeff Parker split left. They'll have 2 receivers to the right in Smith and also Kevin Pratt. Now Pratt goes in motion, 2 receivers in motion, and that's going to stop play. Well, Dan, right away, the second play, and it looks like we have some problems on offense.
Well, the Rage coming out and doing exactly what they want to do, come out and establish a quick passing game, ball control passing game. Kimbrough did an outstanding job of delivering the football with Thorall in his space. He delivered the football, stepped up there nicely. This particular situation is nothing more than just misalignment. Kimbrough rather take a timeout, get everybody set instead of taking a penalty.
Timeout called by Charlotte. Let's take a look at the Arizona defense. Doc Wise, Chris Bouse, and Richard Ash, the veteran front line. Jody Reinl at the linebacker spot along with Daryl Rogers. Carlos Brooks, Cedric Tillman, and Richard Holt, a very physical secondary. They are starting Carlos Brooks, who has had some injury problems. We'll also see a lot from Maurice Smith, and also maybe somewhere down the line, Hunky Cooper on the defensive side of the ball. Second down, half a yard to go. Todd Shell's defensive troops trying to stop Charlotte on their first possession. Kimbrough under center, takes the snap, drops back to throw, sets, throws deep down the middle of the field, over everybody, and incomplete. Wanted Kevin Pratt, the leading receiver, but he overshot him. Carlos Brooks on the coverage.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Tony Kimbrough was very well coached. He had Pratt going on a post corner, but Pratt went on the corner and he threw to the post. So, you know, if you're going to miss a guy, miss him deep. That time was just miscommunication on both the quarterback and the receiver.
Really maybe had it down to waist. It's now 3rd down and very short, maybe half a yard. Charlotte has it at their 15-yard line. This time 2 receivers split left, and they'll have their slot back, Danny Smith to the right with Woolfolk, the running back. Kimbrough takes a snap, quarterback keeper, he's got the 1st down off the right side, across the 15, carries the pile out to about the 20. That looked like only a yard or 2. He picked up 5. That's a Charlotte 1st down.
Well, here's the other thing, too. And if you don't think that these guys are popping down there, if you're listening either on the radio or watching this on TV, they are popping down there. We got some great audio down there, and this is just like regular football. He's just going to go off to the right side for a quarterback sneak. They pick up about 4 yards.
Cedric Tillman with the initial contact. A 1st down carry out to the 20. And now Charlotte moving the football out. A pass on first down, a keeper. They have a first down from the 20. Two receivers split left. Smith to the right, Woolfolk in the backfield. Kimbrough on first down. Western Michigan product drops back to throw. Sets, fires at right side, complete to Smith again at the Rattler 20. Breaks two tackles, 15, the 10, the 5, and he's knocked down at the Rattler 2-yard line. Danny Smith at 6'3", 215 shed two Rattlers, and Charlotte now first and goal.
Well, one of the things here is it's just bad tackling on the part of the Rattlers. He drops back, goes a nice little out route. Smith will catch this. There's a missed tackle by Tillman, a missed tackle by Rogers. Again, a big play. Smith's a pretty good-sized guy at about 195 pounds. He'll come down, and Carlos will come make the hit right up against the end zone at about the 2-yard line.
Averaging 13 yards a catch. That was a big one. It went all the way down to the 2-yard line. Kimbrough with a receiver in motion to the right side. A handoff to Jeff Parker, the slot back, and he goes nowhere. Tried to go off the right side. The black-shirted Rattlers were there. Thor was in there along with Doc Wise. It'll be second down and goal.
Well, we're going to get a pretty good shot here from our overhead cam as we get a chance to watch this. You're going to see everybody slant to the side he's running on. A pretty good defensive call. Darryl Rogers comes in, and you got Doc Weiss to come in. Great slant by the defensive line to read the offensive line, to read that play and meet him at the hole.
Rogers with 3 tackles last week. A big stop right there. Second and goal. Just shy of the Rattler 1-yard line. Kimbrough straight ahead handoff. Woolfolk is the end. He's near the goal line. Woolfolk at 240 pounds, and they stop him just shy. It'll be third and goal, just off the chalk of the Rattlers goal line.
Another good job by the defensive line of the Rattlers. Overhead again. He's going to take the handoff and get met at the hole by pretty much the entire core. Tillman, Doc Weiss, right from the low ground angle. Looks like he got into me. Bad spot by the Zebras down the goal line.
This could be a big stop. Third and goal, just outside the goal line for Charlotte. Trying to score first. Kimbrough under center. Long count, takes the snap, tries to keep it right side. He dives, he's in for 6 points. The Charlotte Rage on their first series take it the distance, 45 yards, and they lead Arizona 6-0.
Well, the key for that one was Danny Smith making the big catch, breaking the tackles. This is nothing more than just your simple quarterback sneak from about 2 inches away. Goes off the right side, get a chance to look at it from the overhead cam. Barely stretches and gets it into the end zone. Give the defense credit for standing up to a pretty sturdy defensive rush that time.
Kimbrough's second rushing touchdown. Mike Black out of Boise State in for the PAT. 17-19 on the year. Kicks on the way, and he got it. 10:25 to go in the first quarter. The Rage lead it. Charlotte 7, Rattlers nothing. This is Rattlers football.
Phone line for your teens do more for your inner harmony, or call waiting, or voice messaging from US West. During the phone improvement sale, order any of these and get up to $15 off installation. Just lift and dial 1-800-871-SALE soon. The sale won't last, but this time the results will. The phone improvement sale, another simple answer from US West.
Charlotte's initial series, a touchdown. They lead at 7-0 over Arizona. Get ready for Spaghetti Company night with the Arizona Rattlers on July 9th when the Rattlers face the Miami Hooters. You want to cheer extra loud for the Rattlers. If they win, Mike Poulos will personally buy dinner at the Spaghetti Company for everyone in attendance. Mark your calendar on July 9th. Rattlers trailing 7-0. Mike Black kicking it away high off the screen, and Hunky Cooper fields it in the end zone. Out to the 5, the 10-yard line, and he's dragged down at the 11 by Danny Smith. Cooper got some of the butterflies out. Maybe Dan had his hands on the football, and the Rattlers start first down from the 11.
Well, the biggest key for Hunky Cooper is that when he gets the football off the strings, whether it's a missed field goal or kickoff, he's going to return the football back to about anywhere from the 10 to 20. He averaged about 15 to 16 yards on his returns.
Hunky Cooper at the slot back position. Rogers and Tillman also the wideouts. Reinl the fullback. Bouse, Wise, and Ash on the line, and Cedric Bonner, the signal caller. Tillman in motion right side. The lefty Bonner back to throw. Throws right side incomplete. Wanted Tillman at about the 15. Threw it behind him. This is what we saw early last week. Bonner struggling at the outset, and he's 0 for 1 now.
Well, that was nothing more than Tillman coming around in motion on the right side. Just a 5-yard little stop. Just a quick pass. Looks like he might have lost the football. He threw it low, but Cedric Bonner's the kind of guy at 74 of 132 attempts, 950 47 yards that can get it in gear quickly.
Charlotte big on the defensive line with Les Hall at the nose tackle. We'll get to that D in a second. 2nd and 10, Rattlers from the 11-yard line. Trips to the right side. Bonner pitch right. It's Thor. Turns the corner. 15 and knocked into the boards at about the 17-yard line. That Charlotte D is big. Les Hall is on the line. He's 6'7", 230. Also Tony Bowick and Marlon Brown. They'll come after you. Danny Smith and Kevin Woolfolk are the linebackers. Pierre Hickson, Jeff Parker, and Nigel Codrington. They like to talk a lot, and they'll come after you from that secondary position. The injury on the field right now is to Tony Bowick, big 270-pounder out of Tennessee, Chattanooga. And he is integral to that defensive line, and right now they're attending to him at about the 7-yard line.
And we wondered the first 3 or 4 games, the Rattlers' offensive defensive lines have been outweighed maybe by anywhere from 15 to 25 pounds on average, and that hasn't made much of a difference, because this Rattler ball club with the offensive defensive lines has done an outstanding job with running and giving Cedric protection. That's the key. Quickness sometimes is better than the weight.
The first chiropractic collision of the game. Tonight's game will be selecting the best hit at First Chiropractic's collision of the game. Stay tuned for that. 3rd down and 3, Rattlers from their 18-yard line. Cooper in motion left side. Bonner short drop, fires it. He's got the hunch for it. 25, 20, and he's down to the 15-yard line of the range. Hunky Cooper, 91 catches last year. First down completion for Bonner. The Rattlers move the chains.
Well, that play looked familiar last year. They must have ran that about 200 times. The key with Hunky Cooper, when you get him the football, is his spin move and breaking away from tackles. He had man-to-man coverage out there. The defensive back comes up on him this time and makes sure he tackles him up against the dasher board. Hunky very quick and always a threat to break it on missed tackles.
Big gain right there. It goes for 16. 1st and 10, Arizona at the Charlotte 15, trailing the Rage 7-0. Bonner, handoff. It's Barr, and he goes nowhere. Tried to go from the right to the left, and he loses yardage back to the 16. Danny Smith, Marlon Brown, both in on the tackle.
Well, it looked like it was like a fake pitch underneath counter play. Bonner's going to get this and fake the pitch and give it to Thor underneath. The blocking looked like it got a little bit confused, but give credit to the Charlotte line. They came up, made the play, read the play, and forced that havoc over the middle.
Marlon Brown out of Washington State. Otis Moore out of Clemson. 270-pounders in for the injured Tony Bowick at the other end. Bonner back to throw on 2nd and 12. Sets, throws for the end zone. Incomplete. Wanted Cooper near the goal line. Good coverage, though, by Nigel Codrington. And Bonner, I think, just threw it away. It's 3rd and 12.
And Cedric will do a good job of that. He had Hunky running the old Hunky Cooper post corner, which coverage-wise, he's going to beat a guy 9 times out of 10. Cedric did a good job of just throwing the football away.
Cedric 1 of 3 for 17 yards. That was the completion to Hunky Cooper just a moment ago. 3rd and 12, Arizona at the Charlotte 17-yard line, trailing the Rage 17-0. Tillman split right, Cooper and Rogers to the left. Now Cooper in motion to the right side. Bonner drops back to throw. Sets, fires to the left side for Cooper. He's got it for the touchdown. A 17-yard strike. Bonner to the Hunster. He starts off on the right foot. It's 7-6.
And how about Hunky Cooper? Great throw, great catch. Cedric Bonner puts this right on the money. Here comes Cooper right at you into your living room, right across the middle. Good thing about Hunky Cooper, when he makes the catch, he tucks the football away. And what does he do with the football after he makes it? He goes over to the young man wearing number 8 in a wheelchair in the end zone, gives him the football. Hunky Cooper, a class act with a class talent.
No doubt about it. Zendejas in for the PAT, looking to tie it up. Out of the hole to Cedric Bonner. Ball on the tee, kick on the way. He got it. 6:21 to go, opening quarter. It's now the Rage 7 and the Rattlers 7. Cedric Bonner to Hunky Cooper.
Excuse me, but is this the residence of the state's newest millionaire, the sole winner of the $5.2 million Arizona Powerball jackpot?
No, sorry.
Oh, our mistake. Hey, no, this is the right address. Open the door, doggone it.
Arizona Powerball with over 250,000 winners so far. This game is really paying off.
A Week in the Mind of O.J. Simpson on Premier Story.
Monday at 11 on TV 45.
We're all even at 7, Rattlers and Rage. Listen to radio's hottest news show, Healthwest Regional Medical Center's Sports Talks, Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 on Sports Radio 1360. Go behind the scenes with Dr. Craig Phelps and Frank Divers to get the inside scoop on what it takes to be a winner and have a chance to win exciting prizes. Sports Talks, Saturday on KGME from 9 to 10 a.m. Zendejas with a kickoff high off the screen, taken by Andre Johnson up the middle of the 5. Fumbles the football. It's loose and picked up by Charlotte. Nigel Codrington saved the day. Andre Johnson coughed it up, but Codrington was there to recover. Charlotte still has possession at the 16.
Well, Johnson will get this off the strings, turn around. He's carrying that ball pretty loosely. And as the Rattlers come flying in there, I believe it's Carlos Brooks gets a hand in there and knocks it away. Codrington lucky to pick that one up.
Rattlers even the score on the last scoring drive as Cedric Bonner hit Hunky Cooper with a 17-yard strike. It went 40 yards in 6 plays, 4:04 off the clock, and Cooper his first touchdown reception. 1st and 10, Charlotte from the 16-yard line. Kimbrough back to throw, sets in the pocket, fires it deep down the middle. He's got Kevin Pratt, and he catches it for the touchdown. Kevin Pratt, the bomb from Tony Kimbrough. That one goes 34 yards, and the Charlotte Rage leading it 13-7.
Well, this is an excellent throw, an excellent catch, and an excellent route. Right from the back, we're going to see this. Kimbrough get some good protection, lays this up a post corner with some pressure on him. He gets hit, hangs in there very, very well on the other end. There it is, right there. Catches this perfectly thrown football, gets 1 foot in for the touchdown.
7 touchdown receptions now for Pratt. Mike Black in for the extra point, trying to put the Rage up by 7 points. Kimbrough to hold. PAT is up and good. 5:07 to go, first quarter. A lot of points up there. The Rage lead the Rattlers 14-7. This is Rattlers football.
The light turns green and this guy plows into me. And I end up with a broken arm. This fella's insurance company said they'd take care of everything. Yeah, right. My friend said I'd get more money if I didn't use a lawyer. But I was afraid of how much I could lose. I mean, I'm not trying to get rich or anything. I just want what I'm entitled to. So I called Jacoby and Myers.
Call 1-800-97-LEGAL and pay no fees until you get paid. Jacoby and Myers.
Charlotte leading the Rattlers 14-7. Holiday Inn Crown Plaza, the official host hotel of the Rattlers. Present your ticket stub from tonight's game. Receive a special rate of $39 plus tax for tonight only. The Holiday Inn Crown Plaza, located at 111 North Central Avenue in downtown Phoenix. Mike Black, after converting the last PAT that gave Charlotte the 14-7 lead, will kick it away from his goal line. Hunky Cooper back deep to receive for the Rattlers. He's 5 yards deep in his own end zone. Both offenses looking good in the early stages. Mike Black, the All-AFL first-teamer, a high kick off the screen, fielded by Cooper, 2 yards deep to the 5, up the middle 10, and he breaks it out to the 15-yard line before he's dropped by Andre Johnson and others. Rattlers 1st and 10 from their 16, trailing at 14-7.
And if in doubt, Hunky Cooper, when he catches this one off the strings, if in doubt, just take it right up the middle. Great shot from the ground here as that ball comes out there, bounces off about 10 feet back to him, just straight right up the middle. He's got 3 or 4 guys to meet him, but Hunky Cooper puts his head down and gets about 3 or 4 extra yards.
20-yard return for Cooper. Rattlers first down from their 16. Trips to the right side. Zeph Lee now in the game, in motion to the left side. Bonner, short drop, pressured and throws it away. He didn't have a chance. Threw it in the vicinity of Hunky Cooper. Let's pause for station identification.
You're watching Arizona Rattlers Arena Football on KUTP TV 45 Phoenix.
Legends are based on the number of extra points the Rattlers scored this season.
Trevender Dan Minucci, 4:18 to go, opening quarter. The Rage leading the Rattlers 14-7. Arizona trying to answer the last Charlotte drive that resulted in 6 points, facing a 2nd down and 10 from their 16-yard line. The pressure on the last play forced Bonner to throw it away. Cedric takes the snap, drops back to throw, lobs it down the right side. It's off the helmet of a Rage player, incomplete. Wanted Milton Vaughn at the 10, but it bounced off the helmet of Nigel Codrington. It's now 3rd and 10.
Well, that's exactly what Danny White wants to do. He wants to test those defensive backs coming up hard. Cedric Bonner, just a short drop, doesn't get what we call much top on the ball. He throws just like a line drive, hits the helmet of the Rage player. It might have been face guarding in the NFL, but I don't think so, not this time. He needs to put a little more top on that. Give Milton Vaughn a chance at the football by laying it up a little bit more.
Codrington, the Rice Owl, and he stayed step for step with Milton Vaughn on that last play. 3rd and 10 Rattlers from the 16. Bonner dropping back, setting up, firing down the right side for Vaughn again, and that's into the seats. Incomplete. Bounces back into the field of play, so no souvenir. But again, good coverage by Codrington, and the Charlotte Rage have stopped the Rattlers.
Well, Danny wants to beat them at least once out of the next 3 or 4 times just to make them cognizant of covering their receiver. But again, Cedric Bonner has to lay that football up to give his receivers a chance to catch the football.
Bonner has missed on his last 3 passes. Luis Zendejas now in for a field goal, coming off that dramatic field goal last week for the victory. This will be a 50-yarder. Kick on the way. It's up, and it is good. Zendejas buries another one and draws the Rattlers closer. 2:37 to go first quarter. Rage 14, Rattlers 10. This is Rattlers football.
When I got Dave a new electric shaver, I didn't know if he'd like it. But I shouldn't have worried, because I selected the Wahl Custom Shave System. Wahl gives you a choice: sensitive, close, or super close. First, Dave tried the sensitive foil. He liked it. Then he used the close foil. Smooth. Sometimes Dave prefers the super close foil when he wants to be really close. So whether your man's tender or tough, the Wahl Custom Shave System, the shaver of choice.
Charlotte up 14-10 over the Rattlers. The Peaks at Papago Park, the official apartments of the Rattlers. Let us introduce you to the total package. Start feeling good about coming home. Located just north of the 202 Red Mountain Freeway off of 52nd Street. Luis Zendejas officially a 49-yard field goal. He's now 8 of 10 in that category.
How about Luis Zendejas? He's just picking up right where we left off, and they may need that because as this offense stumbles down, which they are right now, and Hunky Cooper gets back in the flow, they're going to need Luis for the sure 3.
4 plays. It results in the Zendejas field goal. They use 2:25 off the clock. Luis to kick it away, and back deep to receive this time for Charlotte. A new man, Rodney Robinson, 5'10" out of Gardner-Webb College. High kick. It's going to bounce off the screen. It bounces in the end zone, and Robinson finally gathers it in. Out of the end zone to the 3, and he's slammed to the turf by Kevin Thomas right there, the former ASU Sun Devil, and he greeted Robinson rudely.
How about KT? Right there, Mr. Johnny on the spot. We're going to get a good shot as it comes off the strings. He's going to catch this football. It takes a bad bounce. It goes backwards. You have to let him come out of the end zone. So as they come down, KT, there he is. That left arm, bang, right there on the spot. KT a little superstitious. He was wondering, we were doing a little bit of the pre-game action down there. He wanted me over on the right side by the dashboards talking and joking with them. He wanted me to make sure I was there for good luck.
Boy, that's 257 pounds of body weight slamming a guy that's just 155. 1st and 10, Charlotte from their 3. Kimbrough back into the end zone to throw. Fires the right side, caught by Robinson across the 10 and out to the 14. Takes another big pop. Rogers and Brooks corral him, but that's good enough for 11 yards, and that will be a Rage first down.
Tony Kimbrough doing an outstanding job of throwing this football. He's got some nice rhythm, gets some good protection. Nothing real problematic about this. Just a 10-yard out. Catches it, spins back out. This time, Brooks and Rogers make sure nobody's getting out of their grasp this time. 8
catches now for Robinson. Kimbrough off to a good start. 4 of 5 and 82 yards. Also a touchdown thrown early on in the first quarter. Kimbrough will throw on first down from the 14. Set, pressure up the middle, fires it complete. That's a first down across midfield. The catch made by Kevin Pratt, tackled by Rogers, and the ball placed now at the Rattlers 21. 15-yard pickup, and this Rage offense is clicking.
Rage offense. Tony Kimbrough and the offense is starting to get some confidence. No pressure on him at all, and that's going to be the big key, to get pressure, get somebody in space delivering it. Pratt with a nice move on Richard Holt. There's Darryl Rogers, Mr. Johnny on the spot again to come back and make that tackle. Darryl Rogers played all 117 plays last week, Trey.
And Pratt, an all-AFL performer. He is the 4th-rated receiver right now in the league. 1st and 10. Rage at the Rattler 20. Kimbrough to throw again. He's got his man across the middle. Lindsey inside the 10 and down to the Rattlers' 5-yard line. That'll go for 15 yards. Chad Lindsey with the reception, and that's a first down for the Rage, and they're knocking on the door again.
Well, here's the reason why they're so successful. That big offensive line's giving them a lot of time. Lindsey just kind of hooks up in the middle, kind of a soft zone by the Rattlers defense that time. They're catching it, but they're making big chunks going down the field pretty quickly here.
First numbers on Chad Lindsey. His first catch as a Charlotte Rage performer, just joined the club. Kimbrough's hit on his last 5 passes. 1st and goal now at the Rattlers 5. Kimbrough fakes the handoff, bootleg, he'll keep it right side, but Bankhead's got him, and he downs him after only a couple yards, down to the 3-yard line. The Predator, he had his man.
Well, that's what makes the Predator so good, is he's a big guy, but he's quick. He wasn't fooled that time, and he's going to run Kimbrough down. Kimbrough with a little bootleg option, either throws it to the tight end who's in the end zone or runs it in for the score.
Charlotte leads the Rattlers 14-10. The first quarter complete. We're back for the second. This is Rattlers football.
What do Arizona and Budget Rent-A-Car have in common? Wide open skies. Plenty of space. And a variety of scenery. Now, a Nissan Altima is just $30 a day with unlimited mileage. Budget Rent-A-Car of Arizona. Have a nice trip.
Hi. How'd you like to get some free tender strips from Church's?
Oh, sure.
Well, actually, to get the tenders, you have to get our 12-piece dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
okay.
The way. Lady.
Hi.
No, ma'am, you need $10.99 first.
Oh, sorry.
That's my money. I'm going to lose this job.
Get 5 free tender strips when you buy 12 big pieces of marinated chicken and large mashed potatoes for $10.99. Church's. Gotta love it.
I finally made it to the big leagues. And my first game, we get the call. And I'm thinking, how lucky can a guy get?
Beechwood aged for that fresh, distinctive taste. Crisp, clean, classic.
At Sanderson Ford, it's people who make the difference.
With express service, we get your car in and out in 30 minutes or less.
We're the state's largest parts department.
And when it comes to buying a car,
haven't met a customer yet who enjoyed high pressure, so we don't use it.
It really is people, from sales to service, that makes Sanderson Ford the best dealership in the state. Come see us. We're at 6400 North 51st Avenue, where our product is Ford, but our business is people.
Charlotte surprising the Arizona Rattlers as we start the second quarter. 14-10 Rage leading it, and they're facing a 2nd and goal from the Rattlers' 2-yard line. Tony Kimbrough off to a good start. The Rage quarterback, 2 receivers split to the left. In the backfield, Junior Jackson. Kimbrough trying to draw the Rattlers offside. Handoff, Jackson off right guard. Runs into a bunch of Rattlers. He didn't get in. Junior Jackson at 245 pounds, but Arizona was ready for that challenge. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, Junior Jackson goes off the right side. We're going to get the overhead view from the eye in the sky. Kimbrough just a simple handoff to Jackson. You've got the entire left side there. You got Tillman coming up, Doc Weiss, Thor to be there. Thor hasn't lost any strength when he lost that hair this year. All right there to make the tackle.
6 carries, just 9 yards for Charlotte. They'd like a yard here. 3rd and goal outside the Rattlers goal line. Kimbrough with Pratt in motion. He's going to keep it right up the middle, and the quarterback takes it over for 6 points. The Charlotte Rage looking impressive here at the Snake Pit. They've extended their lead over Arizona to 20-10.
Well, the one thing about the Charlotte Rage is that when they play well, they play very well. When they play bad, they play very bad. Their games that they've lost have not been close. The games they've won, they've blown people out. So this ball club, when it gets a rhythm on offense, can get some scores and get him on the scoreboard in a hurry.
Kimbrough's second rushing touchdown tonight, his third for the year. Mike Black in for the extra point. Charlotte trying to extend their lead to 11. Out of the hole to Tony Kimbrough. Long count, snap back. PAT's on the way, and it is good. 13:37 to go second quarter. It's now Charlotte 21 and the Rattlers 10. This is Rattlers football.
America West asks, what would it be like to get low fares and great service?
It's like eating an ice cream sundae every day and losing weight.
It's like driving a hot Italian sports car and getting 90 miles to the gallon.
Yeah. Hey, stop dreaming and start flying. At America West, we not only have low fares, we've got assigned seats. Plus, we even treat you like a human being. America West, low fares and the respect you deserve.
It's like having your cake and eating it too.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I just dropped the kids off at school, and this guy hits me. I didn't know what to do. But this ad on the back of the Yellow Pages caught my eye, so I called a doctor at First Chiropractic. He took care of my pain. Then he recommended a good lawyer. In that order. They've got their priorities right. And the insurance covered it all. It's a good thing I stopped to think first.
When you're hurting, think first. We'll do the rest.
Rage lead the Rattlers 21-10. The Rattlers return to America West Arena July 9th to face Miami. Game time at 5. For tickets, call 514-TD-TD or Dillard's at 678-2222. The kickoff brought to you by Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Charlotte, a 21-10 leader. And Mike Black, the Boise State Bronco alum, kicking it away. High kick. It'll be off the screen. Cooper bobbles it in the end zone. Finally picks it up in the back of the end zone, and they're going to rule he's out the back, and that'll be a touchback. Arizona starts first down from their 5-yard line. An impressive drive for the Charlotte Rage. 6 plays, 46 yards. Kimbrough with a 1-yard run. Kimbrough passing the ball well also. 6 of 7 for 113 yards in the early stages. Rattlers offense needs to pick it up.
Their offense needs to pick it up too, but I think Todd Shell, the defensive coordinator for this Rattler ball club, has got to be scratching his head a little bit. Galen Hall, the head coach, former University of Florida Gators head coach, now coaching this Charlotte Rage ball club. That looks like that offense looks a little familiar. Maybe the old Wrangler days from '83, putting it up in the air.
Tell you, Galen Hall, his club could really throw it down in Florida as well. Bonner on first down, left side pass incomplete. Wanted Daryl Rogers, and he just dropped it at the 7-yard line. Maybe a little short on the throw. It's now 2nd and 10.
Well, I don't know if he short arms this throw or he throws it behind him, one of the two, but Cedric Bonner still looks a little timid to me out there, and I don't know why. We're into basically the 5th ball game of the year with a couple preseason games behind him. Daryl Rogers, who's usually pretty sure-handed, but Danny's not so much concerned about his offense. It'll take care of itself. It's his defense that he's worried about right now.
2nd down and 10 for Arizona from their 5-yard line. 12:30 to go, second quarter. Bonner to throw. Left side pass complete. This time Tillman hangs on at the 17-yard line, and he's driven into the boards by Nigel Codrington. But that play goes for 13 and a first down.
Don't you love that? You know, that ball is thrown right on the money. Cedric Bonner drops back, puts this ball right where nobody else can get it. Tillman comes back, makes a good catch behind him. Codrington right there to put him into the budget rent-a-car dasher board. Almost takes him into the first row.
Tillman had a nice game last week against Mass. 6 catches. 2 of those went for touchdowns. First down Arizona from their 17-yard line. Tillman in motion on the right side. Bonner fakes the draw, rolls to the left, setting up, firing it back across the field, and it is picked off by Danny Smith of Charlotte back at the 13-yard line. He was looking for Richard Ash, the guard eligible, going down the left sideline, and jumping in front was Smith, his 3rd interception of the year.
And Danny Smith wasn't full with that one at all. He noticed the tackle eligible coming out. This is good play faking by Cedric Bonner. Good blocking on the backside. Rogers throws this back. Again, the ball's underthrown. Cedric Bonner's going to have to learn if any of his guys are covered, and he's going to miss them deep. But credit Danny Smith with an outstanding play of bringing the tackle eligible. Again, you see it from the end zone. coming around. Doc Weiss, not a guy that can, or Richard Ashe, not a guy that can exactly go up at about 270 pounds for a jump ball.
Now Smith is coming off the field with the help from the Rage trainers. He's hobbling a little bit, and that would be a big loss for Charlotte if he cannot return. He is a slot back and also a linebacker, a rushing linebacker, and also shows he can cover pretty well with that last pickoff. Charlotte, a 21-10 lead with 11.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Rattlers defense has to show that they can stop these guys.
Well, they're going to have to shore it up right here because you don't want these guys getting anywhere from an 18-point advantage on you.
Kimbrough off to a great start, 6 of 7, 113 yards. He'll throw on first down. Sets across the middle. He's got Pratt at the Rattler 10. Brooks has him and drops him right there. Pratt has really been a thorn in the Rattlers' side. Another big reception. This one all the way down to the Rattlers' 11-yard line. And Kimbrough looks so relaxed back in the pocket.
Well, he's relaxed because he's got good rhythm throwing it. He's got a lot of time. These post corners and deep post routes is excellent. Good tackle by Brooks coming up, but it's the timing, it's the rhythm, it's all the above. And this kid, you talk about El Fuego, he's 7 for 8 now, doing an outstanding job.
Les Hall, the big 330-pounder, doing a good job pushing the Rattlers' ends out on the play. 1st and 10 at the Rattler 11. Handoff right side. Jeff Parker, the slot back, and he maybe gets a yard as he's driven into the dasher boards by Richard Holt. That time they sent Parker in motion. He's usually a wide receiver, and he that time carried the ball for, they're going to call it a couple yards. It'll be second down.
And the guy that this Charlotte Rage Ball Club is working is Carlos Brooks and Richard Holt. Both first-year guys, both young guys, very talented. But what the Rage is saying, we're going to keep running these plays until you stop us.
21-10, Charlotte leading the Rattlers. Approaching 10 minutes to go first half. In motion will be Chad Lindsey to the left side. Kimbrough, short drop. Left side pass incomplete. He wanted Parker. Good coverage by Holt. The 2-1s locking up right there. And just a short slant across the middle, incomplete.
Well, that's another thing that's impressive about Kimbrough is that Holt had good coverage that time. And Kimbrough basically saw the jamming on the line of scrimmage. He just threw that ball away. But, you know, Kimbrough, what an impressive young man. It just goes to show you, I don't care if you come out of Notre Dame or Western Michigan, if you have the talent and the ability, this is a great place to showcase that being arena football.
Third down conversion coming up. Charlotte 2 of 3. This is a 3rd down and 8. Rattlers defense needs to stop. In motion, Pratt to the right side. Kimbrough, short drop, fires it, completes to Pratt near the 2, and I don't think he got the first down. He's driven into the boards by Cedric Tillman, and he'll be about a yard, maybe yard and a half shy of that first down marker.
Interesting call here for Galen Hall. He gets a great timing. He's throwing the ball very well, but this is great timing. He throws this football right outside to Pratt, who's got it. Good tackle right into the dasher board. You're going to see Cedric come up right into the checker auto dasher board. Let's keep those in tab for our hits of the game.
So they force the field goal. Charlotte will go for 3. Mike Black, 4 of 13 on the year. He struggled. Here's the attempt. It's up, and it is good. 8:42 to go first half. Now Charlotte 24, the Rattlers 10. This is Rattlers football.
Hey, come on. Checker Auto Parts knows that when you need a part, you need it now. And with our computerized TriStar part system, Checker knows exactly which parts you need. Plus, we've added thousands of new parts, like brake calipers, rotors, rack and pinions, and half shafts. And we're adding more every day, which means Checker's got your part in stock on the shelf when you need it. Checker Auto Parts, we've got the parts you need. Guaranteed.
At Whataburger, when you're working late, so are we. When you're up early, we are too. At Whataburger, if you're up for a hot, fresh, made-to-order meal anytime, 24 hours a day, we're up for it too. Whataburger. Hot, fresh, and made-to-order 24 hours a day.
Charlotte leads the Rattlers 24-10 after the last field goal, a 19-yarder by Mike Black of the Rage, a 14-point lead. An overhead look shows that he split the uprights.
Well, from the Lear Eye Clinic, eye in the sky, there you have it, a great shot right above. Good hold, good kick by Tony Black.
Black with a high kickoff, and this one's up into the net. That'll mean a touchback. Rattlers start first down from their 5-yard line. So the Rattler defense, with a good stop, they force the 3 out of the Rage, and they're within 2 touchdowns now. And Arizona now hoping they can put together a drive of their own that will result in 6 points. 4 plays, 32 yards in the last drive for Charlotte, and the Black field goal officially goes 18 yards. Cedric Bonner comes out, and this is a guy that he's hoping to find some rhythm.
Yeah, he really is, and I wonder if his ankle's bothering more so than it has. He got twisted pretty good last week, so he might be hesitant in coming through on his throws. That's why it might be a little high and low every time he's throwing the football.
Hunky Cooper in motion to the left side. 3 receivers on the left side. Bonner over the middle. He's got a man wide open. Tillman, 20, 15, 10, 5. He'll take it in. 45 yards. Tillman on a slant pattern. Nobody near him. And he crosses the goal line. 24-16.
And you think that Cedric Bonner answered my medical question right off the bat. He threw that ball very well. This is a great, great route. You got Hunky Cooper clearing everybody out. Cedric Tillman comes up underneath, catches the football. It's just a foot race from here on out. Great throw, great catch. Here you got it from the end zone camera coming right at you. He's going to come right at you into the recliner. Hunky Cooper coming back to make a couple blocks to help Cedric Tillman into the end zone.
4 touchdowns for Tillman now. Zendejas' extra point is up and good. 7:36 to go first half. We've got a ball game. Rage 24, Rattlers 17. This is Rattlers football.
I just dropped the kids off at school, and this guy hits me. I didn't know what to do. But this ad on the back of the Yellow Pages caught my eye, so I called the doctor at First Chiropractic. He took care of my pain. Then he recommended a good lawyer. In that order. They've got their priorities right. And the insurance covered it all. It's a good thing I stopped to think first.
When you're hurting, think first. We'll do the rest.
24-17, Rage lead the Rattlers. The next Rattlers TV game of the season, Saturday, July 2nd on ESPN. The Rattlers facing the Las Vegas Sting. Kickoff set for 5 p.m. You can also tune in to KGME for complete game coverage.
Hey, Trey, how about this? You got to love this. Oh, Harvey Wallbanger. Looks like we could enter him some of those dancing contests out there. I mean, he's just scooting around. The Rage players, as they saw him come out, they all kind of froze because he had those big eyes right on the Rage players.
We have some fans here who are diehards. People with snakes in their hands. A lot of people wearing the Rattlers tattoo.
Where else could you come and watch a dancing buffalo for entertainment? You got to love that, huh?
And another great crowd. And this noisy crowd, as it always is, here at the Snake Pit. And right now, it looked like the Rattlers' offense is really struggling, but a big 45-yard reception like the last one can really boost you.
Well, that'll get your confidence in a hurry. That time, just like last year, the Hunky Cooper, Cedric Tillman combination. Hunky clears everybody out deep. Cedric Tillman comes up underneath. A nice pass by Cedric Bonner to put it right there on the money between the 8 and the 0. Tillman just outruns the rest of the crew.
7:36 to go, second quarter. The Rage leading the Rattlers 24-17. Luis Zendejas to kick it away. High kick off the screen. Andre Johnson bobbles it, fumbles it in the end zone. It's picked up finally by another Rage player who just mauled, and the ball comes loose near the 2-yard line. Who's got it? The officials conferring, and they say Charlotte still has possession. That time, Pierre Hickson recovered it in the end zone off the bobble from Andre Johnson, and luckily stayed with it. The Rage still has it, first down.
And watch this hit by Jody Reinhold. He's going to come out of the end zone. Here comes number 46 to your left side of the screen. Bang! Right on the kisser, right in the chin, that knocks him out. It's almost like the old glass jaw. Jody Reinhold, credit him with the pop right in the helmet. The 6-foot, lean, mean, 262-pound UNLV Rebel.
Boy, that was a textbook tackle right there by Reinhold, and Charlotte lucky to have the football.
That is my #1 hit of the game so far. Might be for the season. That's one of the better ones we've seen in 2 years of arena football.
Well, that was no doubt about it, and I don't know if Hickson knows where he is right now. He's not on the field. He's a defensive specialist, but he has to have his bell ringing a little bit. First and 10, Charlotte from the 1-yard line. Rattlers trailing 24-17. Kimbrough sends 2 receivers to the right side. Pratt in motion on the left slot. Back to throw from the deep part of the end zone. Fires it down the left sideline for Pratt. It's tipped away by Milton Vaughn. That ball thrown all the way down to the Rattler 5. Vaughn, at the last instance, got his hand up there and knocked it away.
Again, Kimbrough right from the end zone, right there. You're right here watching this thing. He gets pressure this time by Doc Weiss right there in on him. Hammers him. That's the key this time. He didn't get a chance to get set and throw this ball because Pratt is wide open. Giving Milton Vaughn some credit to recover and tip that away.
That was actually Dean Jones who got in there, the reserve who plays behind Wise, and he really delivered a shot to the quarterback. It's 2nd and 10 now. The Rattlers defense pumped up. Kimbrough drops back to throw, fires it left side. He's got Pratt at the 10, and he takes a shot shy of the first down. They needed to get out to the 11. It'll set up a 3rd down and a couple. Vaughn on the coverage.
Well, then now you'll get an idea. Tony Kimbrough drops back to pass. What kind of a quarterback is he with a lot of pressure on him? He's going to drop back, looks right, comes back to the left side. He's got Pratt wide open. Milton Vaughn come up, makes a good tackle. But again, a nice play, nice protection for Tony Kimbrough.
Pratt now with 5 catches, 89 yards, 3rd down and a couple for Charlotte, just shy of the 10. And Tony Kimbrough wants to call a timeout and talk it over. 5:48 to go. Rage 24, Rattlers 17. This is Rattlers football.
When I got Dave a new electric shaver, I didn't know if he'd like it. But I shouldn't have worried because I selected the Wahl Custom Shave System. Wahl gives you a choice: sensitive, close, or super close. First, Dave tried the sensitive foil. He liked it. Then he used the close foil. Smooth. Sometimes Dave prefers the super close foil when he wants to be really close. So whether your man's tender or tough, the Wahl Custom Shave System, the shaver of choice.
Charlotte over the Rattlers 24-17. Rattler fans, go to any Checker Auto Parts store, pick up your $3 discount coupon for the next Rattler home game Saturday. Checker Auto Parts home. Checker Auto Parts, the home of the TriStar Parts system. 3rd down and a couple, and this Rattler D forced a field goal from Charlotte earlier, hoping to come up with another stand here.
Well, the Charlotte offense is still moving the football. It seems like you got a sense. You got Corey Brandon in there now. You got Dean Jones. You got the Predator. You know, they're into there now to try to stifle this offense. That's what they need. Maybe a turnover or to hold them to a field goal to get them back in the ball game. Total yards 164 to 97.
Kimbrough has 152 of that through the air. 3rd down and 2. Charlotte from their 10-yard line. Kimbrough tries to draw the Rattlers offside with the cadence. He can't do it, and he'll take another timeout. The defense coming through, standing their ground. Rage up 24-17. This is Rattlers football.
There are a lot of ways you can take an inexpensive, value-packed summer getaway. This or this. There's always this. But then you can do this. This is an all-time favorite. Of course, so is this. It's your choice. This or America's best vacation value, Las Vegas. An amazing place at an amazing price.
Charlotte up on the Rattlers 24-17. The next Rattlers TV game of the season, Saturday, July 2nd against the Miami Hooters. And also, actually, July 2nd against Las Vegas, July 9th against Miami Hooters. Call 514-TD-TD or Dillard's at 678-2222. Charlotte with a 3rd down and a couple, just shy of the 10-yard line. They've used 2 timeouts. Rattlers defense hoping to make a stand to get the ball back. Kimbrough drops back to throw, fires it right side, catch made for the 1st down. Holt delivered a shot to the receiver, but a nice reception at about the 14-yard line by Kevin Pratt again, their #1 guy. They're going to mark it out at the 16, 7-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, nothing too difficult about this. Excellent timing by Kimbrough right from the back of him. Great shot to show you the timing and delivery of the quarterback to the receiver that time. The key there is that Richard Holt came up, made an outstanding hit. It seems like the defense has kind of picked up with their intensity. That's what'll make this game a fun game going down to the wire.
5:15 to go first half. Rage up on the Rattlers 24-17. 2 receivers split left. Chad Lindsey in motion on the right side. Kimbrough, straight drop back, looks, fires it right side, incomplete. He wanted Lindsey, he had it in his hands there, and Milton Vaughn popped him, and the ball came free.
Well, Lindsey was right there. The throw was right there on the money. Again, Kimbrough does an outstanding job of delivering this football, but the thing there, it's tough to make a catch when you got a guy like Milton Vaughn hammering you right into the dasher board.
That time, Vaughn with the shot. Had 2 tackles last week. Not a big guy, but he packs a wallop.
Right into the Southwest, or the Health West Regional Medical Center. He's going to need a little help if he finds any more dasher boards like that. Lindsey, one of the things when you first come out, not used to catching and getting hit that quickly as he comes on to play for the Rage.
2nd down and 10. Charlotte from the 15-yard line. Up by a touchdown on the Rattlers. Kimbrough dropping back to throw. Sets up the middle screen. Lindsey, he's Woolfolk, I should say, across the 20, and tripped up and finally dropped to the 24. The middle screen set up pretty well by Charlotte, and they end up getting 8 yards on the play. Good pressure from the Rattlers, but the screen works.
Good pressure from Bankett coming right at you. And Daryl Rogers does a good job of reading this thing with a quick screen. He makes it, but he misses another tackle. But the Predator, 6'5", 260 pounds out of Southern Utah, right on beat from what was the last couple weeks, doing a good job, and that's the key. Keep putting pressure on Kimbrough because he's going to start thinking about it here pretty soon.
3rd and 2, Charlotte from the 23. Pratt in motion to the left side. He's dangerous. Pitch left side. It's going to be Woolfolk. Turns it back inside, and he'll be very close to the 1st down. Dean Jones and Milton Vaughn double team on that tackle, and it was a 3rd down carry, and it will be very close. It will be a 1st down.
Woolfolk, what a great name for a running back. Just a nice little pitch out to go around the left side. He had Jones and the entire left side of the Rattlers defense meet him over there. And Galen Hall, I'm impressed with his offense. He does a good job of mixing and run, mixing the deep passes, the short passes. With that offensive line, giving Kimbrough the protection, keeps the defense off balance.
Robert Stewart, the Alabama product, over the ball. Behind center is Tony Kimbrough on a 1st and 10 from the Rattler 24. Dropping back to throw Kimbrough. Pressure up the middle. Across the middle. Pass caught. It's his man again, Pratt, and he'll have a 1st down at the Rattler 14-yard line. Brooks on the coverage, but right now, Pratt is eating up that secondary.
Well, it's really fun to watch, too, because he's taking anywhere from a 3 to a 5-step drop and letting the routes develop. Those are anywhere from 10 to 15-yard routes. As he steps back, he's got to have the pass protection in order to get those balls off, but the timing, as soon as the receivers are turning around, the ball is right there, right at the face mask level in order for them to catch it with their hands. 7 catches now for Pratt, 104 yards, and Charlotte a pickup of 12. They have a 1st down at the Rattler 13-yard line. Approaching 2 minutes to go, 1st half. Rattlers up 24-17. Kimbrough, short drop, left side, complete. He's got Lindsey inside the Rattler 10. 3 Rattlers get to him, Reinl, Rogers, and Brooks. That play goes for 4 or 5. The short passing game working as well. Short passing game, very similar to what Danny White likes to run, right from the eye in the sky, a little 3-step drop, looks right, comes bang, pops it right to him. Nice little 3-yard pass route to Lindsey this time. But you got guys coming in from everywhere. How about Jody Reinhold, huh? He jumps right on top of the pile, squishes a few guys as he takes them down. One of the guys that may have been squished by somebody else, Marlon Brown, their guard, 6'3", 263 out of Washington State, getting up very slowly. We knew the Charlotte team was physical, but the Rattlers dishing out a little bit of their own. Well, they're dishing out the punishment with Danny Smith out of the lineup now. I don't know if he's going to come back or not. If he's going to come back or not. But you're going to see this time is Brown. See if we can see as it goes down to your left side. He's trying to reach block to get the hands down this good pass route. Looks like he either might have fell on his arm. Yeah, it looks like oh, you got Matt Williams over there, and he's taking a look at it. And looks like he might have either hyperextended or dislocated his elbow, and that's a big, big loss to the Charlotte Ball Club. Marlon Brown goes 263. He is a starter, listed as a starter this week for the Rage. In his place, Tony Bowick at the left guard spot. Also, Antone Rivens is in there as well. He'll be the center. 2nd down and 4 for Charlotte at the Rattler 8-yard line. 1:35 to go, 1st half.
two receivers to the left. Kimbrough throws to the right side, though, for White. I should say Smith, incomplete. Wanted Smith near the pylon in the corner. Hold on the coverage, overthrew him, and it goes into the seats.
Well, Holt had good coverage on Smith, who is back in the ball game. Looks like he's recovered from an ankle injury. But Kimbrough does a good job of just laying the ball up a little bit. And if Smith can't get it, either being a jump ball, nobody's going to get it. He's just going to throw it away in the stands and not risk the interception.
Kimbrough now 13 of 18 in the ball game, facing a 3rd down and 5 at the Rattlers 7-yard line. And now the officials are going to stop play here. Charlotte has been solid on 3rd down conversions, 4 out of 5. And now another big one coming up. The Rattlers defense has been pushed up against a wall the entire first half, but still they can hold them to 3. It's another big win for them.
Well, the old bend but not break defense, if the Rattlers can keep this up, keep within 3, he can go ahead and hold them to the field goals. It's a moral victory for the defense.
Dan, we're decked out in some good-looking shirts right now. Sportswear for Rattlers announcers provided by Antigua Sport, when the sport is everything.
Never thought you'd
you look
get
good in black.
Never thought you'd get a Jayhawk and a Wildcat together like that, would you?
You Kansas State guys, I don't know. 3rd down and 5, Charlotte at the Rattlers 8-yard line. Big play here. Kimbrough back to throw. Sets, throws off his back foot into the end zone. Touchdown. Kevin Pratt again, but a penalty flag at the 13-yard line.
Well, hopefully this will come back. It looks like it's going to be holding on the Charlotte Rage, but
it is.
Again, wide open Pratt. This is a great route, great execution offensive-wise. The only bad thing was they're going to have holding. It's going to come back. But Kimbrough, he's going to drop back to pass. Looks like the 55 on the offense tackled. I can't tell who he tackled on this particular one, but number 55 gets outside. You got the rush from the outside. Looks like it's going to be on Bankhead. Yeah, it looks like he's got about a couple handfuls of shoulder pad there, doesn't he?
Antone Rivens. It looked like there could have been 2 calls there. Rivens holding Dean Jones, and Bankhead getting held on the other side by the big 330-pounder Les Hall. So Charlotte did everything wrong on that play.
But Todd Shell still not very happy with the coverage. Pratt was wide open on the play.
2 penalties, 9 yards now for the Rage. 3rd down and 13 at the Rattlers 16-yard line for Charlotte. Under a minute to go in the first half. Kimbrough with 2 receivers to the left, back to throw. Sets, throws for the end zone. It's tipped away, incomplete. Milton Vaughn got a hand on it, intended for Danny Smith, and the Rattlers defense forces 4th down.
What a great job by Milton Vaughn to come out on the left side, tip this away. From your overhead shot, Kimbrough's going to drop back, look right, come back to the left on a crossing pass to Smith. He's got him up for about a half a count, but Milton Vaughn, this ball's coming right at you, right into the living room. Let's see if you can catch it at home. Milton Vaughn will come from your right side at the last second, tips us away. If not, Danny Smith is there for the 6.
They force the field goal attempt. Mike Black, this will be a 33-yarder from the middle of the field. The kick on the way. It's up, and it is no indication yet. No good.
No good.
They say it was up and over the screen to the right side. We had to wait on the official indication, and he missed it. And Black has struggled all year. He's now 5 of 15 on the season. The kick looked good, but he hit it high into the right.
Overhead cam again. There it is. High right. Just enough leg to get it over the bars, but he just hung it out there right. Didn't follow through. A lot like my golf swing, hanging it out there right.
So the Rattlers dodge a bullet. 48 seconds to go in the first half. It's still Charlotte 24 and Arizona 17. Rattlers will have a first down from their 5 after the touchback. 2 receivers to the right, Rogers and Vaughn. Cooper in motion now to that side. Back to throw, Bonner from the end zone. Sets up, looks, throws. It's incomplete. Looked like Cooper and Rogers both over there, and he looked to just throw that away. He was hit as he delivers.
Well, the other thing, too, is Cedric Bonner, after some good time of holding the football, he gets hit at the very end as he throws this. He might be favoring an ankle, but you can see as he's got plenty of time. The play just takes too long to develop and just throws this away. Number 44 there, Junior Jackson, to make the hit on Cedric Bonner. Cedric Bonner, big guy, 6'4", and about 225, can take those hits.
Bonner still struggling. 2 of his last 7. 43 seconds to go first half. 2nd and 10 Arizona from the 5-yard line. Cooper again in motion to the left side. Trips left. Bonner on the 2nd and 10. Sets up. Throws left side. Rogers incomplete. Rogers looked like he had to turn around and come back to the ball at near the first down marker. Now 3rd and 10 for Arizona.
Well, there's a classic case of why Cedric Bonner's throwing the football behind him. He's getting some pressure up the middle, and he can't come through. Darrell Rogers is wide open on the little swing pass to the right side. He almost makes a good catch to come back and turn his complete body for the catch, but Cedric hasn't had a chance to really step into the football and deliver it.
That's 3 balls that Rogers had his hands on but couldn't come up with. Rattlers now facing a 3rd down. 3rd and 10 from their 5. They're 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. 40 seconds to go first half. This time trips to the right side. Now Tillman in motion to the left side. Bonner, short drop, pump fake, rolling left, pressure, gets out of the pressure, throws it on the run, complete to Tillman, and he's knocked into the boards near the midfield stripe. And now we have a penalty flag in the end zone, and that may be a late hit on Junior Jackson. He hit Bonner as he delivered.
Well, and you got to give Cedric Bonner an outstanding credit here. He pump fakes.
44 on the defense.
And it is a personal foul. He got hit late. Makes a good job of scrambling around the left side of the end zone. Cedric Tillman, give him credit for coming back to Cedric Bonner to make the catch and get out of bounds and stop the clock.
And Jackson really did deliver a hit well after the play, and that's going to tack on more yardage for Arizona. The play went to the midfield stripe. They're going to move it into Charlotte territory and down to the 17 now after that 8-yard penalty. Tillman, a big reception, 3 catches, now 77 yards.
And Junior Jackson, the Charlotte Rage team, some late hits just like last year are going to cause for this second half to be pretty intense.
34 seconds to go first half. Rattlers trailing 24-17, trying to get the tying score. Bonner on first down from the 17. Fires it left side. Rogers to the 10, to the 5. They're going to roll him out of bounds, actually, at the 6-yard line of Charlotte. Rogers hung on, took a shot, but an 11-yard pickup and a 1st and goal.
Well, Cedric Bonner does a good job. Look to the left side. All of a sudden, he comes back to the right side, pops it to Rogers, who catches it. And you got Jeff Parker to get him out of bounds and stop the clock with 30 seconds to go.
Rogers, who had 3 balls he could have caught earlier, clutches onto this one, his 9th catch of the season.
Iron Man of all sorts, Trey, played all 117 snaps going both ways last week.
1st and goal, Arizona at the Rage 6-yard line. Cooper in motion right side. Pitch right. It's Thor to the 5. He's down to the 3-yard line. Thor with a head-on collision that time, and Craig Barr picks up a couple. It'll set up a 2nd and goal.
Well, this is a good play. Right from the overhead shot, just a nice little pitch out to the right side. Thor's just going to get out there, put his head down, and try to get in there as many yards as he can. Hickson and Danny Smith to meet him. Here he comes right at you. He tucks that ball away. Thor, short haircut and all, gets out there and just shy of the goal line.
Thor will not shy away from anyone. 3 rushes, 10 yards now in the game. He picks up 3 there. It'll be a 2nd and goal from the 2. And here's a guy that just pins his ears back and comes after you.
And we're going to need to tell our graphics guys that he doesn't like to be called Craig. He likes to be called Thor. He was dead serious last when he came and said, look, Dan, my name's not Craig. It's Thor. And I looked at him, and he had smoke in his eyes, so I knew he was serious.
Hey, I'm not going to argue with him. If he wants to be called Superman, Green Lantern, or Thor, I'll call him whatever he wants to be called. And Danny White, I think, feels the same way.
All that fresh air up there in the pines where he played, huh?
2nd and goal, Arizona looking for the tying score at the Rage 2-yard line. Bonner with trips to the left. Keeps it right side. He dives for the goal line, and he's just shy. Got the point of the football out there, and they're going to say he's about a half-yard shy from the touchdown. 16 seconds to go. It's 3rd down and short for Arizona.
Well, right from overhead, it's kind of an option, right? He's going to fake it to Thor, get back in there. They're going to call him down on his knee.
It was close.
It was close. This might have broke the plate of the glass, but you got to remember, they brought a touchdown back into the half-foot yard line for Charlotte, too. Looks like his knee might have been dragged right about the half-inch yard line. It's a big play for the Rattlers. 3rd and about 2 inches. If they go ahead and score here, it's even Steven. You can feel the intensity and the momentum switch over to this Rattler ball club.
16 seconds to go. The Rattlers have carried the ball only 4 times in this first half. Let's see if they go to the air or try to run it right at Charlotte. A bigger team. Les Hall is the guy that really stands out, the nose tackle. He's 6'7", 330. He'll be right on the football. Tillman and Cooper split left. Thor's in the backfield. They go with the tight end and Wise. Handoff Thor right side. He didn't get in. Junior Jackson popped him for about a yard loss back to the 2. And now Jackson and Thor have some words after the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, you think with about a half a yard, a simple handoff up the right side. Off the right side, you can see just the right side, great push. And there's number 44, Junior Jackson, does a great job. And he's starting to talk to Thor a little bit, talking about, who do you think you're coming at here? This is my neighborhood. That's part of the Charlotte. That's part of their game is the John intimidation. Thor, the California grown man, didn't take quite so kindly to it, and they had to pull him away. But that's part of what the Charlotte Ball Club does. They try to talk a lot, and if they can back it up, more power to them.
Well, it's now 4th and goal. They're going to mark the ball at the original line of scrimmage, and we don't see Luis Zendejas. Danny White's going to go for it with 12 seconds on the clock. 4th down, about half a yard. Danny has some tricks in his bag. Let's see if he goes to one here.
Well, it'll be interesting because Danny would not go for a field goal here. If they can't get about 4 inches, then they don't deserve the touchdown. So he's going to go play push-mouth football or some little gadget play. Maybe an option reverse to Hunky Cooper, something like that.
Rogers in a slot to the left. Cooper and Tillman split out. Thor's in the backfield. 4th and goal just outside the goal line for Arizona. Bonner takes the snap. Option, a keeper, and he's in there. Touchdown, Arizona. An option play. Bonner, his big 6'4" frame, dove over the goal line, and the Rattlers with the PAT can tie it up.
And give credit to the right side of the line, Doc Weiss. Chris Bouse, who gets the push from overhead. Look at Doc Weiss get the push to get a little bit of a hole. And then Cedric Bonner drags Junior Jackson and Rawls into the end zone. As you look from your living room couch, he's going to come right at you and stretch his big 6'4" frame over for the touchdown.
Cedric Bonner with the touchdown run. Zendejas for the extra point to try and tie it. Kick is up and good. 9 seconds to go, first half. It's a standoff so far. The Rage and the Rattlers tied at 24, and the Rattler fans love the comeback. They were down 24-10. They've answered with 2 scores to tie it.
And old Doc Weiss, number 93, and Chris Bouse, number 74, do a good job of getting that initial push for the touchdown.
Rattler fans come join Checker Auto Parts and cheering on the Rattlers when they visit the Las Vegas Sting July 2nd. Register to win this road trip for 2 at any of the 41 Valley-wide Checker Auto Parts stores. Checker Auto Parts, the home of the TriStar Parts system. No purchase necessary. All entrants must be 18 or older. This crowd, the energy, you can really feel it, Dan.
You really can. You can feel the momentum staying in form of the Rattlers. The Rage have had a couple of missed opportunities or mental mistakes. Danny Smith down there for the Rage. He's waving at the Rattlers bench, taunting them like, come on, fellas. I mean, we're starting to get that lathered, heated up contest that we got last year.
This team can be lethal on offense. Charlotte, they scored 44 against Tampa Bay, 51 against Milwaukee. They're capable of putting a lot of points on the board. Arizona also one of the best offenses in the Arena Football League. 9 seconds to go. We're tied at 24, and Zendejas will kick it away. A high pooch kick. Short kick taken in the end zone by Parker. He's out with it to the 5, the 10, the 15, out to the 19-yard line, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds to play, and they'll probably bring their field goal team out there.
I was just going to say they have no more timeouts left, so they'll probably line Mike Black up just for him to kick the field goal, one of the better kickers over the last couple of years in Arena Football. That was one thing that we were concerned about, we talked about, is giving them a good return in order to get into Mike Black's range and have them go on top 27-24 at halftime.
Black is 5 of 15, hit a 19-yarder early on in the game, 5 of 15 on the year. This will be a 47-yard attempt out of the hold of Tony Kimbrough from the left hash mark. Snap back. Ball on the turf, kick on the way. It is up, and it is no good off the screen. Hunky Cooper feels it. He'll come out of there. To the 5, trying to dance around, look for a seam. Out to the 10, and finally tackled at the 12-yard line. We're all even.
I've always been a very nervous person. How nervous? I'm even afraid of yogurt. My life would be a lot more fun with Dimension Cable, but I'm nervous if I can afford it. Numbers make me nervous, too. Unless they're nice numbers. It's not like I don't like TV. I love TV. In fact, I've got 3 TVs, which makes it even more ridiculous I don't have cable. The problem is, I need guarantees in life. By the way, I'm really bad at remembering phone numbers.
Just call 277-1000 today and live it up on Dimension Cable.
Here's to you.
I wasn't even looking when my old boss called. He said he had an opening, more responsibility, an office with a great view, even a piece of the business. I told him I'd think about it.
Oh, you got my message?
Yeah, all of them.
Here, but that might still fit.
Dad can be pretty convincing.
For all you do.
Budweiser. Crisp, clean, classic.
Oh, by the way, parked in my spot.
Proud to be your bud. It's a new day. A new day in Arizona. A better life for everyone. A bright star in Arizona. Flying high in the valley of the sun.
Southwest Airlines salutes this great state with Arizona One.
They were the 60s, twin kingpins of crime.
Couple of bloody kids.
Their ruthlessness made them powerful.
We're big fish who own the ocean.
Their reputations made them feared.
People are afraid of you, you can just do anything.
Their notoriety made them celebrities.
You know the Beatles?
No. I believe they know us.
The true story of Britain's most notorious brothers in crime.
What do you feel like? Like kings.
The Craze.
Sunday at 7 on TV 45.
Bender, Dan Minucci at the Snake Pit. Charlotte 24, the Rattlers 24. An offensive explosion here from America West Arena, a good one. And Dan Minucci, Rattlers have to feel good. They're back in the ball game.
24-24 at halftime. They got to feel real good because they were down by 14 points at one time. And I tell you what, things are heating up with Charlotte and in this Arizona Rattler ball club because it's going to be a Donnybrook come the second half. All the talking and spiritedness is on the field for the second half.
Let's kick it back to Tom Leander for this halftime show.
All right, Trey and Dan, thanks a lot. We're back in studio, Rat the Half. We've got a big halftime show coming up. We'll have first half highlights that are coming your way. And this game is a replica of last week when the Rattlers came from behind to defeat the Mass Marauders. And they came back late in the first half to tie it up. And that's what we got here. So let's go ahead and roll out the first half highlights. And it was the Charlotte Rage off early. Tony Kimbrough on the keeper, rolls it in, and Charlotte had a 7-0 lead. Then the Rattlers get their first possession. Who do you think they're looking for? Hunky Cooper. It is Bonner to Cooper. They're tied at 7-7. Kimbrough then looking deep. The 34-yard bomb to Kevin Pratt, and it was a 14-7 Rage lead. Luis Sendejas added a 49-yard field goal, making it 14-10 Rage. But then Kimbrough had another sneak, 21-10 Rage. And Bonner on the crossing pattern here to Cedric Tillman. He goes the distance, 45 yards. It was a 24-17 ball game. And then Bonner says, hey, if Kimbrough can take it in, so can I. And they go to the half, tied at 24-24. We've got a lot more coming up. Rat the Half, queued up and ready to roll. We will pace the sidelines with head coach Danny White of the Rattlers. We'll also talk baseball with Joe Garagiola Jr. and the Spaghetti Challenge with Mike Poulos of the Spaghetti Company. So stick around.
Asks, what would it be like to get low fares and great service?
Like running my own successful business. At the beach.
It's like having a great body without having to work out.
Hey, stop dreaming and start flying. At America West, we not only have low fares, we've got an outstanding on-time record.
On time as usual.
America West, low fares and the respect you deserve.
It's like having your cake and eating it too.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. What do Arizona and Budget Rent-A-Car have in common? Wide open skies. Plenty of space. And a variety of scenery. Now, a Dodge Grand Caravan is just $49 a day with unlimited mileage. Budget for Rent-A-Car of Arizona. Have a nice trip.
At Sanderson Ford, it's people who make the difference.
When it comes to service, Sanderson Ford is the dealership that service built.
We have the largest parts department in the state.
And when it comes to buying a car,
I haven't met a customer yet who enjoyed high pressure.
So we don't use it. It really is people, from sales to service, that makes Sanderson Ford the best dealership in the state. Come see us. We're at 6400 North 51st Avenue, where our product is Ford, but our business is people.
Rattler's Tale, brought to you by Dimension Cable, serving Valley customers for over 15 years.
Okay, I want to go right trips, Y loop, laser 10. Right trips, roll left 75, X corner. Let's go left flip, hot 12. Left flip, hot 12.
Welcome to the world of arena speak, where one man's gibberish can be another's ticket to the end zone. So with the mic on White, Danny White, arena ball fans get an earful of the alphabet that makes this game so exciting.
Hey, no. I want to go right trips, 50X option, okay? Tell them to beat the tough.
Rating A's so far this year, Bonner to Shakes has become the Rattlers' most exciting offensive connection. Out here, time is of the essence, and the essence of arena ball is offense.
A game like this, you don't play as much against the defense as you do. You just try to execute your offense, and defensively execute your defense. You know, things are real simple at this stage. There are not a lot of complexities. Playing one or two different defenses, and so what you're really trying to do is get people in the right place at the right time on each play.
But it doesn't always happen the way it's planned.
Let him come out. That's good hustle, but stop right there at the goal line. Let him come out. Okay. You know, tackle him right there on the 1 yard line. You know, think about it.
And it can be kind of a roller coaster ride for Danny.
Good job, Greg. Good job. God dang it. That's a great throw. That's a great throw. Dan, gummit. We got to get this first down now. It's 3rd and 10. Good protection.
No matter what happens, the coach is always working, always talking. And with a few good bounces, he might just talk these guys into a championship.
If you get a tough coverage on you, beat it and go.
My theory is you don't motivate players, you find motivated players. And I think that's what we've got this year. We got guys flying to the ball. They're not afraid to sacrifice their body. We got guys flipping over the walls. I mean, you know, it's that kind of a mentality that it takes to play this game, and we've got that this year.
Rattler's Tale, brought to you by Dimension Cable, serving Valley customers for over 15 years.
Here's to you.
I see it all out here.
Whoa, check out the Ranger.
Climbers get in trouble. Sometimes they need help. Hey, it can happen to anyone.
Are you okay? You'll have to swing over to me. For all you do.
Budweiser. Crisp, clean, classic.
Proud to be your bud.
Self-improvement, a national obsession. Really, wouldn't another phone line for your teens do more for your inner harmony? Or call waiting, or voice messaging from US West? During the phone improvement sale, order any of these and get up to $15 off installation. Just lift and dial 1-800-871-SALE soon. The sale won't last, but this time the results will. The phone improvement sale, another simple answer from US West.
Michael Carbajal, Little Hands of Stone, former WBC and IBF light flyweight champion, challenges Puerto Rico's Jose Dicky Camacho for the WBO junior flyweight title in Duel in the Desert 3, Friday, July 15th, 5 p.m. at the America West Arena. Presented by Top Rank, Phoenix Arena Sports, and Budweiser. Tickets are on sale now at the Arena box office and Dillard's. Don't miss Jose Camacho defend his title against Michael Carbajal, one of the world's greatest fighters, pound for pound.
Thunder in Paradise.
Violence in any form will not be tolerated here.
It's an undercover job to catch a really big fish.
I'm immortal! I'll be resurrected into your nightmares.
Now it's an underwater job.
He's holding the warden and his family hostage. What does he want in exchange? Me.
And a nice day for a swim.
Hold you on for sure.
Wrestling champ Sting guest stars on the next Thunder in Paradise.
Monday at 8 on TV 45.
Back here at the half, the Rage and the Rattlers all tied up at 24. Tom Leander back in studio, joined by Joe Garagiola Jr., the lawyer representing Jerry Colangelo and the baseball team. Joe, what a huge week for you guys. First of all, let's talk about the selection of the stadium. Ellerby Beckett, the big winner. We've got some footage of the stadium. Let's talk about that and why you chose it.
Well, of course, I wasn't on the official committee that made the choice, but I think that everybody was very impressed with Ellerby's roof design. For one thing, it opens, if we can, there it is. It opens from the middle to the sides, and we're told that it can open and close in as little as 5 minutes. And I also think there was just a general feeling that maybe this design would fit into downtown a little better. Planning on the site and everything else. It was a tough call. HOK obviously has done Camden Yards, done Coors Field, but I think everybody's very excited with the choice of Ellerby.
And now you guys have the site arranged as well. Looks like all the ducks are in the row.
Well, the big pieces are coming into place. The site looks like it'll be, pending final official approval, the 7th and Jefferson site, which is great, due east here of the arena, and really it's a great corner right there, and it will make a tremendous piece to downtown.
What is the next step as far as baseball is concerned? When might they make a move as far as Arizona is concerned?
Okay, we have now written the expansion committee and officially requested an application, a questionnaire, if you will. We expect to get that back in the next 2 weeks. We will complete that and submit that to the committee by the middle of August. They've indicated there will be interviews or oral presentations toward the latter part of August. So really by the end of the summer, they'll have all the information they need. And I'm very hopeful that they'll make a decision by the end of the year.
Great, Joe. Thanks a lot for joining us. And talk about transitions. How about this? One of the names maybe under consideration, the Rattlers. Hey, we're at the half. The Rage and the Rattlers are tied at 24. We'll be back right after this.
At Whataburger, the food isn't the only thing that is hot, fresh, and made to order. Our prices are too. Now you can choose our famous Whataburger, Whata chicken sandwich, beef or chicken fajitas, or our delicious grilled chicken sandwich with fries and a cold drink for a hot price. So not only will your Whata meal be satisfying, the price will leave a good taste in your mouth too. Whataburger, hot, fresh, and made to order 24 hours a day.
It's a new day, a new day in Arizona, a better life for everyone, a bright star in Arizona, flying high in the valley of the sun.
Southwest Airlines salutes this great state with Arizona One.
With 9 ways to win, Arizona Powerball has become bigger than we ever anticipated. People match just the one Powerball number, they win. The more they match, the more they win. Match 5 white balls, they win $100,000. Match 5 white balls plus the red Powerball number, and they win the jackpot, which is always an earth-shaking, multi-million-dollar figure.
Who's gonna clean up? I don't know, but somebody will.
With 9 ways to win, this is serious money.
The Lear Eye Clinic, the official eye clinic of the Arizona Rattlers, invites you to a free seminar about radial keratotomy. A refractive surgeon will evaluate your vision, explain the latest surgical and laser techniques, and answer your questions. Learn how RK can help you see without glasses or contacts. Over the past 14 years, the Lear Eye Clinic has helped thousands of people see normally, and chances are we can help you too.
Have fun, save big, and win prizes with a TV 45.
Rage and Rattlers tied at 24. We're back in studio now with Mike Poulos of the Spaghetti Company. And I'll tell you what, July 9th is a big day here at the America West Arena, because if the Rattlers beat the Hooters, free spaghetti for everybody in attendance that come to the game if the Rattlers beat the Hooters. Are you ready for the poorhouse?
No, not ready for the poorhouse. Ready for a real nice promotion, Tom. I think it's going to be really great.
It should be a lot of fun. Now, also July 7th, a couple days before that game, before the big spaghetti game, you're going to have, what, some of the Rattlers out dishing out some of this?
The whole team will be out there, including Coach Danny White, and they're going to come out to the restaurant in Scottsdale, on Scottsdale Road there, 7373, North Scottsdale, and there'll be waiting tables. And all of the tips, all the gratuities that is raised during that time will be given to the Arizona Rattlers' favorite charity, which is the Children's Hospital.
All right, that's great. A great commitment by Mike Poulos and the Spaghetti Company. And, Mike, I also understand that Trey Bender is willing to join the Rattlers and the coaches in dishing out the spaghetti. So let's dish it back to him and Dan for the second half now.
All right, thank you, Tom Leander and Mike Poulos. Halftime at the Snake Pit, America West Arena. Rattlers and Rage tied at 24. Rattlers trailing 24-10, battled back for 2 touchdowns. Arizona not looking as good on the stats as you'd expect, but they are tied. Cedric Bonner is 6 of 14 in the ball game. Rattlers trailing in the first down category, 9-5. But they're going to get the football to start the second half. This kickoff brought to you by Budweiser, proud to be your Bud. Hunky Cooper takes it out of the end zone across the 5 and out to the 10-yard line before he's tackled by Danny Smith. So Arizona with Bonner at the helm, 6 of 14, 121 yards. He's been outshined so far by Tony Kimbrough, yet he has his team tied up at 24.
But the key for Cedric Bonner is that he came on at the bend, started to get that rhythm, started to get some confidence. Kimbrough 13 for 19, 180 yards, 1 touchdown. Bonner 6 for 14, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The key there is that they're all even. Cedric Bonner's got to continue to pick up the pace and regain the momentum.
Bonner breaks out of the huddle. He'll send Tillman and Cooper to the left side. Cooper's in motion over there. Bonner drops back to throw on first down. Swings it right side, opens Rogers. He's got a first down across midfield. Hit hard and knocked down at the Rage 23. Short slant pattern that time on the sideline, and there is a player hurt. And down right now being attended to is Jeff Parker, one of the Rage that made the tackle.
They're going to come back out. A lot of coverage by Parker, or I should say a lot of cushion that time. Darryl Rogers, you got to love this guy. No pads, no spats, no nothing. Just catches it with his hands, turns back up the field, runs over Parker that time, and hopefully it's nothing serious.
2 catches, 26 yards now for Darryl Rogers. Looks like an ankle problem for Jeff Parker after the collision.
Well, you can see Darryl Rogers hits him right there. And number 80, Danny Smith, comes in, his own receiver from the right side, and rolls over his knee and right ankle. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but anything like that is usually a break. Let's look at it right here. And Danny Smith comes in from the backside. He's going to roll over Parker's leg. Right there's the pressure as he's rolling over. His ankle's underneath his knee, and that is not a pretty sight.
Well, that's something that you hope and pray it's not a real problem. 14:27 to go. Third quarter. Rage 24, Rattlers 24. This is Rattlers football.
Self-improvement, a national obsession. Really, wouldn't another phone line for your teens do more for your inner harmony? Or call waiting, or voice messaging from US West? During the phone improvement sale, order any of these and get up to $15 off installation. Just lift and dial 1-800-871-SALE. Soon. The sale won't last, but this time the results will. The phone improvement sale, another simple answer from US West.
Fun and Fitness, Arizona's exercise equipment experts, is your home fitness equipment source for all your fitness needs. Beat the heat this summer with a quality treadmill from Precor. Smooth, quiet, perfect for anyone's exercise program. Keep your muscles toned with the Parabody EX350 Home Gym. Compact and sturdy, this gym does it all. And for the free weight lifter, the Pro System is the perfect choice. Safe and convenient so you'll never miss a workout. Fun and Fitness, Arizona's only fitness equipment superstores with 4 Great Valley showrooms. Visit Fun and Fitness today.
Tied up at 24, Rattlers and Rage. Arizona 1st and 10 from the Charlotte 23. Flags thrown. Bonner back to throw. Fires it down the left sideline. Incomplete. One at Tillman near the left sideline, near the end zone. The ball was batted down by Charlotte's Pierre Hickson, but there is a flag near midfield.
Hickson does a great job. This is a great touch pass. This time he gets a little top, Looks like he's going to lay this ball up. Tillman wide open. Hickson comes back and bats away. Good job defensively for the Rage.
Offsides was the call, and that's going to go on Marlon Brown, the left defensive end. He was hobbled early in the first half, is back on the field now, and that 3-yard penalty sets up a 1st and 7 for Arizona at the Charlotte 19. 4 penalties, 20 yards against the Rage. The Rattlers yet to get flags. Hunky Cooper in motion to the right side. Bonner takes the snap, pitch right side to Thor. Inside the 20, cuts back to the 16. Hit hard and driven out of bounds into the boards. Picks up a couple. It's still going to be 2nd down and about 4.
Well, right into the dasher board, Danny Smith, who's been all over the place all night long. Just a little pitch out to Thor. He's going to run around the right side. Richard Ash out there leading the way on the blocking. Darryl Rogers, and there's Danny Smith right up against the Dimension Cable dasher board. Look at this. Bang. Let's take him right into the dasher board. Thank goodness there's about 4 or 5 inches of padding there.
Danny Smith really packs a wallop from his linebacker spot. He goes 6'3", 215, a South Carolina Gamecock, one of their leading tacklers, and also one of their leading defenders on pass coverage. 2nd down and 4 for Arizona at the 16 of Charlotte. Bonner to throw, sets up in the pocket, fires across the middle. He's got Cooper, and he's got 6 points. Bonner to the huckster, the 2nd time tonight, 17 yards, and the Rattlers have their first lead.
That's the problem. Anytime you challenge the receivers for the Rattlers man-to-man, you're going to get burned. Cedric Bonner does a good job of reading man-to-man coverage over Hunky Cooper from the overhead camera shot. He looks right, comes back to Hunky, knows he's got him beat man-to-man, and lays it up there perfectly for Hunky to bring it in.
The man he beat, Nigel Codrington. Zendejas in for the extra point. Rattlers on their first possession of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good. 12:28 to go, 3rd quarter. Arizona 31, Charlotte 24. This is Rattlers football.
At America West, we didn't build our reputation simply by flying one of the youngest fleets in the sky, having an outstanding on-time record, or even by offering everyday low fares to over 65 cities coast to coast. We did it by giving our passengers something many airlines seem to have forgotten the meaning of: respect.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your Proud to be your bud.
31-24, Rattlers leading the Rage, 12:28 to go, 3rd quarter. Zendejas to kick it away. This kickoff brought to you by Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Coming up this month at America West Arena, the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus brings 8 days and nights of family fun to the America West Arena beginning June 27th. Whitney Houston, July 14th at 8 p.m. Kickoff fielded in the back of the end zone, and stepping out the back was Andre Johnson, and they'll start from the 5. Also at the AWA, former International Boxing Federation and World Boxing Council light flyweight champ Michael Carbajal challenges WBO titleist Jose Camacho July 15th. Tickets now available at all Dillard's ticket outlets. Order by phone 379-7800 or Dillard's 678-2222. The touchback means Charlotte has it first down from their 5-yard line. Arizona leading Charlotte 31-24. Tony Kimbrough coming off a hot first half at the helm again. Takes the snap, drops back from his end zone, fires it left side, complete to Pratt, his #1 guy, makes the catch, steps out of bounds at the 17, pick up a 12 and a Charlotte first down.
Well, the key this whole second half for the Rattlers on defense is to keep everybody in front of them. Kimbrough takes a nice little 5-step drop, comes back to the left side to Pratt. Pratt doing an outstanding job. The receivers overall for the Rage doing an outstanding job. Pratt, Smith, Lindsey, you can see great ball distribution. Pratt with 8 catches, 116 yards and a half. That's usually a game for a lot of guys.
Pratt now has 8 touchdown catches on the season, one of the top receivers in the AFL. 1st and 10, Charlotte from their 17. Kimbrough, 5-step drop, sets, lobs it deep down the middle, and it's incomplete. Went for the end zone. Pratt was back there, but Brooks on the coverage. He overthrew him. It's now 2nd and 10.
And you know, Trey, I'm kind of laughing to myself because I can just imagine Todd Shell with his defensive backs in the locker room, because Todd doesn't get excited or animated at all. He lives every pass out with these guys to say, look, don't let them beat you deep. I don't care if they beat you underneath and you can tackle them. But I'm sure in that last play I had to kind of laugh because Todd was playing that one all the way. Unfortunately, it was overthrown.
Kimbrough, after a 13 for 19 first half, one of his last 4. 2nd and 10, Charlotte from the 17-yard line. Rattlers leading at 31-24. Trips to the right side. Kimbrough dropping back, lobs over the middle for Johnson, incomplete off his outstretched fingertips. Hold on the coverage down near the 5-yard line. Again, he was too long on the pass. It's 3rd and 10.
Good defense by Richard Holt. Richard Holt was beat, and the pass just a little bit long to Andre Johnson that time. But again, the key is Kimbrough's getting a lot of time. He lays this one up very nicely. Nice touch. Throws it in there. Just off the fingertips. Holt there to make the tackle. Just grabs the top of the helmet. Another angle coming right at you. You can see he just off the fingertips, off those gloves. Still not a believer in using gloves indoor, Trey. It's got to be 75 degrees.
It's a beautiful evening for football. 3rd down and 10, Charlotte from their 17-yard line. Trips to the right side for the Rage. Kimbrough wants to throw. Rolling right. Gets out of the pressure. Fires it over the middle. Wide open. Danny Smith at the 5, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Danny Smith was all alone at 6'3", 215. I don't know how he could be alone down there. A big target, and he takes it in, and a touchdown for Charlotte. They're within 1 point.
Well, what basically happened from the overhead cam here is as he drops back to pass, he's got receivers coming across the middle. He's looking for a guy to the outside. He scrambles right. Cedric Tillman, he comes up on the play, and Danny Smith goes down the field. So I don't know if that was Richard Holt's coverage for anybody deep or Cedric Tillman's, but not a happy camper is Todd Shell with big plays like that.
Mike Black's extra point is up and good, and we're all even again. 9:08 to go, 3rd quarter. Rattlers 31, Rage 31. This is Rattlers football.
Fast becoming known as Van Headquarters.
Shopping for a van? Let us show you America's most popular minivan, the Dodge Caravan.
Or the old Silhouette, the Volkswagen Eurovan, or a custom-built conversion van. Get the idea? Van Headquarters means selection.
And of equal importance, we carry only quality-built products at competitive prices, engineered for your family safety.
Why pay more for less? Shop vacation value days at the Van Headquarters.
66th Street in McDowell, Scottsdale. Linda Brock Auto Mall.
We're all even. Charlotte and the Rattlers tied at 31. The Arizona Sand Sharks begin their 2nd Continental Indoor Soccer League season at America West Arena Thursday, June 16th. With a win over the Monterey La Raza. The Sharks will be returning to America West Arena July 5th. Individual game tickets now on sale at America West Arena and Dillard's Ticket Outlets. This year, the Sharks even hungrier. Call 514-KICK or 678-2222 for your Arizona Sand Shark tickets.
What's the La Raza?
I do not know. I can't answer that one for you, Dan.
You're pretty good with that La Raza stuff, though.
Hey, been working on it. We're tied at 31. Charlotte kicks it off. Hunky Cooper fields it off the screen in the end zone to the left side, to the 10, and out to the 12. Charlotte has done a great job stopping Hunky Cooper, who was a big kick returner last year. A late hit after the play, but no penalty flag thrown.
Oh, Hunky got that ball off the strings, got a good return out to the 12-yard line. Johnson coming in the picture way late. That time, I can't believe the official didn't throw it. As we get a chance to take another look at it, catches it off the strings. Going to go right up the middle. That's what Hunky's so good at, getting positive yards when you got him pinned. Look at that. Hunky Cooper just keeps the legs moving and moving, gets an extra 5 yards. Johnson comes in from your right side here. As he gets up the middle, at this point in time, he's pretty much down. One more look, you'll see it. Jumps right there. I don't know how the zebra misses that one. That's right in front of him. That's part of the Rage game, though. Late hits, intimidation, a lot of talking, but that'll catch up to you sooner or later.
Dan, meanwhile, on the other side of the field, the Rattlers trainers are attending to Chris Baus, and he's up, and they're going to help him off the field. The big 280-pound nose tackle and center. They hope this isn't serious. That would be a big loss. He's hobbling and now under his own power and limping a little bit, and they're going to take him to the training room.
That's what you love about Chris Baus. He gets injured. He doesn't even want anybody to help him up. He's upset. He's walking in himself. Looks like it might be a minor knee injury.
Well, the Rattlers now, that means they're going to have to go to their backup center, and that's Kevin Thomas. He'll be over the football with Cedric Bonner at quarterback. Rogers, Cooper, and Tillman split left. Tillman in motion to the right side. 1st and 10 from the 12. We're tied at 31. Bonner, right side, incomplete. Threw a slant pattern over there for Tillman, and way out in front of him. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, this time Doc Weiss got beat by, looks like number 55, Antone Rivens. He gets the pressure on him, and with a quick route like this, just fire. You can see Rivens just goes right over the top of Doc Weiss. Doc Weiss tries to chop him down, but he's got to get in front of him because Cedric Bonner needs to step and follow through to get those passes off.
This time the Rattlers will put Tillman and Cooper to the right side. Rogers slot left. Reynolds in the backfield on a 2nd and 10. Bonner, straight drop back, sets across the middle, caught by Cooper. He's got a 1st down out to the 22. Codrington on the tackle. Let's see where they mark the football. It'll be out at the 23-yard line, 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, this will be fun to watch because it's great coverage by Codrington, but watch Hunky Cooper. As Cedric Bonner drops back, throws this football, watch him go out and get the football with his hands. He goes out, he extends, grabs at the football, brings it back into him, so he doesn't give the DB a chance to bat the football away. For all of you youngsters out there watching, that's classical reception in motion.
Cedric Bonner starting to heat up now. He's 5 of his last 6. 1st and 10 Arizona from the 23. Rage and Rattlers tied at 31. 7.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bonner to throw. Across the middle for Cooper. He's got him. Touchdown Arizona. 27 yards. Bonner to Cooper, who was streaking from the right side of the field to the left side, and Arizona regains the lead.
Boy, that was fun to watch, too. If we ever could get a chance to isolate Hunky Cooper on this route, he goes in motion, makes a cut. Cedric Bonner drops back the pass. Hunky Cooper makes a cut right, then breaks left. And Cedric gets a chance to follow through, lays this out there perfectly. Hunky Cooper beats Codrington by about 4 steps.
And Codrington has been busy. Cooper and Bonner, that combination now is hooked up 3 times in this ball game. Zendejas for the extra point. The kick on the way and good. 6:36 to go, 3rd quarter. Rattlers 38, Rage 31. This is Rattlers football.
The all-new talk radio AM 1060 is Arizona's best talk radio with G. Gordon Liddy weekdays at 10 a.m.
You've all heard all this talk about reinventing government. This is the man who really did it.
Pat Buchanan and Company afternoons at 2.
Why do you want to take away people's rights when we need more rights? Let's ask our callers out there.
Featuring Gene Burns at 5 p.m., followed by Dr. Joy Brown at 7 and Bruce Williams at 11 p.m. Catch the all-new talk radio, AM 1060, Arizona's best talk radio.
38-31 Rattlers. Hunky Cooper, his 3rd touchdown reception. Rattler fans, come join Church's Chicken in cheering on the Rattlers when they visit the Las Vegas Sting July 2nd. Register to win this road trip for 2 at any Church's Chicken restaurant. No purchase necessary. All entrants must be 18 or older. Bonner to Cooper 3 times now. 4 touchdown catches last year for Hunky against Charlotte, and they love him here in the Snake Pit.
Hunky Cooper picking up right where he left off. He looks like he's in mid-season form to me, Trey.
The crowd on their feet, many of them. Rattlers leading 38-31, 6:36 to go, 3rd quarter. Zendejas kickoff. High, again, off the screen, fielded by Robinson, out of the end zone to the 5, to the 10, and out to the 11-yard line goes Rodney Robinson. Again, good coverage by the black-shirted Rattlers.
Does a good job, and that's the thing, too, is anytime this Rattler ball club gives up a big play after a touchdown on a return, that changes the momentum. Danny White really wanted to focus on special teams that after touchdowns, we want to keep guys within the 15-yard line. So far, that's one of the goals that he's attained in the midway through this ball game.
This game has been back and forth. The Rage and Rattlers matching each other with scores, and Charlotte trying to tie it up again. 1st and 10 from the 11. Kimbrough to throw on 1st down. Right side complete to Chad Lindsey, who's popped immediately near the 1st down marker by Vaughn. Bill Vaughn delivering another big shot, but that pass goes for 10 yards and should be good enough for a 1st down.
It was a good 1st down. Another good play, good rhythm passing. Jody Reinhold just misses getting a shot at Tony Kimbrough. Milton Vaughn comes out there. Joni Reinhold with the charge. Look at this. He looks like he's got him right at the last second. He gets kicked out, giving Kimbrough a chance to get that pass off.
Robert Stewart out of Alabama, 290 pounds, drove Reinhold off the play. 10-yard pickup, first down, Charlotte from their 21. Rattlers lead the Rage 38-31. In motion, Pratt to the right side. Kimbrough fires to Pratt. He's got it at the 20 on the right side of the middle of the field, the 15. He fumbles it at the 14, and Arizona's Jody Reinhold has it. The Rattlers recover the loose fumble, and they have the football.
How about Reinhold? He comes, he's hustling downfield. He can't make it a pass rush on the quarterback. He turns around, the play goes downfield. He comes all the way from the line of scrimmage. As Pratt makes his catch, he gets up there. You got Carlos Brooks again, does a good job of stripping the football. Richard Holt in there, the ball bounces out. Reinhold comes from way back to the line of scrimmage to make this fumble recover. Look at it. All 262 pounds of them, or 258, depending who you talk to. Comes back. That's great hustle by Jody Reinhold.
Charlotte arguing that the ground caused the fumble, but Arizona has it. First down from the 14, leading 38-31 here in the third quarter. Bonner comes out of there with the snap, rolling left, throws, and he threw it away. Cooper well covered, and after the play, Bonner and one of the defensive linemen, Ed Shropshire, have some words and some shoves in the end zone.
Well, this is a good job by Cedric Bonner just to get the football off. He's got nobody downfield. You got Shropshire coming down. Little love pat just to let him know that he's there, and kind of holds on to the jersey, wants to stretch it out for Cedric. Cedric does a good job of just throwing away. Cedric's like, you know, get out of my face, fella. But Cedric better be careful. He's 6'4", 187. The other guy goes about 290.
Yeah. In height, they're both 6'4", but I don't think Cedric wants to mess with him too much. Second down and 10, Arizona now from the 14. Bonner drops back to throw. Pressured, fires it complete to Rogers. He's got a first down into Charlotte territory and driven down at the 23. Tackle made by Chad Lindsey. Rogers been the nice secondary receiver and again open on the sideline.
And again, a pretty good pass rush on Cedric Bonner to get this ball off. Darryl Rogers, a lot like Kevin Stutzman was last year, kind of your solid go-to guy, good hands, put the head down and run a few guys over. You got to remember, Darryl Rogers was a linebacker that he played in college.
3:37 to go, third quarter. Rattlers up 38-31. Bonner's done a good job spreading the wealth. Cooper 5 catches. Tillman and Rogers have 3 apiece. First and 10, Arizona at the Charlotte 23. Pitch right, Reinhold tries to cut back against the grain and not much available. Maybe a yard. He ran into some beef that time. Robert Stewart out of Alabama, one of the guys, and now we have a little pushing and shoving after the play.
Well, this is one of the things Danny White wanted to prevent, is getting into a shouting match or screaming match or all the talking back and forth. It looks like this one might go against the Rage. Just depends who it is, but Wolfbook does a good job of coming around and making that play on Reinhold that time.
That time, Reinhold really took a couple shots from 2 of the linemen. And let's see what the official call is.
And a personal foul on the defense, number 68, 8-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Jack Baker, our guy that we had on quite a bit last year, the infamous Jack Baker. He's kind of the Popeye, looks like, even sounds like Popeye a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you, Shropshire's the guy again. He shoved Bonner on the last play, and now he's going to get tagged for a personal foul here. He needs to cool his emotions a little bit. That helps the Rattlers, moves it to the 13-yard line, an automatic first down for Arizona.
That's a big, big play for the Rattler Ball Club, and that's, you know, that's part of Charlotte's game. And I'll tell you what, 9 times out of 10, all the trash talking and jawing is going to come back to haunt you.
Cedric Bonner now 205 yards through the air. Let's see if he looks for Hunky again. Cooper's in a slot in motion on the left side. First and 10 from the 13. Bonner lobs it for Hunky. He's got it. Touchdown Rattlers. 13 yards. Hunky pulled it away from the defender, Pierre Hickson, and they lead it 44-31.
Hey, how would you like to be the defensive back waiting at the line of scrimmage for Hunky Cooper, who's got a 20-yard head start? I mean, what kind of chance do you have? We'll get a good shot from the overhead cam, good pass protection. Hunky Cooper's to your left side. He's in motion. He's got a 10-yard head start. does a good job. Bonner just lays it up there, and a great catch by Hunky Cooper, coming back to the football with his hands and taking it away, giving Hickson no chance to break this football up.
4 times Bonner and Cooper have hooked up. 6 catches for Hunky, 4 for touchdowns. Zendejas for the extra point. It is good. 2:12 to go, third quarter. Rattlers 45, Rage 31. This is Rattlers football.
And now, something special from the Brutal Gourmet.
Hello, everybody. Today, my recipe for indoor soccer, Arizona Sand Shark style. First, you take a big mixing bowl. America West Arena will do. Throw in 2 parts ice hockey, 6 parts World Cup soccer. Add a pinch of smelling salts and blend it all up until the only runs left are the ones on the opponent's heads.
The Arizona Sand Sharks. This year, they're even hungrier. Call 514-KICK.
Goes great with a couple of dogs.
Hunky Cooper magic. The Rattlers leading Charlotte 45-31. 2:12 to go in the third quarter. Bonner to Cooper. Hunky is quite an athlete.
Well, watch this. Now, how would you feel through the DB? Look at this, about a 15-yard head start. Great isolation. He gets him beat by about 2 steps, lays it up. The ball's underthrown, but look at that. Great job of coming back and making the catch. Hey, guys, great camera work, too, of isolating on the man in motion. The Hunkster, he is definitely back and alive and well at the Snake Pit.
102 yards receiving for Cooper. 4 touchdowns. At only 5'9", he plays like he's 6'9", and Bonner and Cooper act like they've been playing together the whole season.
Well, that's one thing. Hunky Cooper has played the game, so he knows the game. Cedric Bonner, he's finished, so they both know the game, so it makes it that much easier for him to get into the flow.
Zendejas with a kickoff, field by Rodney Robinson out of the end zone, and he's hog-tied at the 4-yard line by Carlos Brooks. And this crowd hooping it up here at the Snake Pit.
They're definitely into it. This is a great job again by the special teams. Carlos Brooks, he might get burned every once in a while, but he is a guy that'll come up, make some great hits, great tackles, and help you immensely on the special team.
Carlos Brooks, a guy that has battled some injury problems, and Todd Shell hoping that he can be healthy for the rest of the season. Charlotte, meanwhile, after an offensive explosion in the first half, a little bit having some problems in the second half.
I'd love for us to isolate a camera on Todd Shell during the play. You fans would love to watch him. He still thinks he's playing out there.
He was quite a player for the 49ers. Now Kimbrough, his offense in disarray, and he's going to call a timeout. 1:48 to go in the third quarter, and the Rattlers leading the Rage 45-31. And this Rattlers defense now, Todd Shell, the defensive coordinator, they've got Charlotte where they want them, and they're starting to solve some of the problems that they encountered in the first quarter.
Well, the biggest thing that this defense has done, they've picked up the intensity amongst themselves. You got the Predator, you got Jody Reinhold. How about those haircuts, huh? What is this with the shaving on the side, the long hair? Must be something to do with the biorhythms. I think you need to get into something like that. Shave your side.
No, I'm not big enough. I'm not big enough, Dan, but those guys are really playing a great game here in the second half. Be sure to tune in to KUTP Channel 45 next Saturday night at 4 p.m. for our first telecast of the Arizona Sand Sharks indoor soccer. Sand Sharks play in the nation's capital against the Washington Warthogs next Saturday at 4 o'clock on TV 45.
God, you love those names, don't you?
The Warthogs. The Rage right now, not playing like it. Trailing 45-31, 1:48 to go in the third quarter. Pratt in motion to the left side. Kimbrough dropping back to throw. Going for Pratt down the left sideline. He's got him. Touchdown Charlotte. 45 yards. And it works. Pratt, their big receiver. Kimbrough splattered him. He beat Carlos Brooks for the 6. And after the play, Brooks with a shove and a penalty flag thrown on him.
Boy, this is a great route, and this is absolutely, sports fans, one of the best throws you're going to see for a deep ball. This is absolutely outstanding. You can see as Pratt comes in motion, he gets his 10-yard head start, goes up the left side. Let's listen to what Jack Baker has to say first.
The touchdown is good. We have a personal foul. Number 2 on the defense. The 8-yard penalty will be assessed after the kickoff.
One thing about Jack Baker, he will definitely let you know how he feels about those calls.
That's the second touchdown catch for Pratt tonight. and Kimbrough hit him in stride for the 6 points. 10 catches now for Kevin Pratt. PAT on the way off the foot of Mike Black. It is good. 1:22 to go third quarter. The Rattlers leading the Rage now 45-38. Pratt with 10 catches, 177 yards, and this the longest of the game, 45 yards.
Boy, this ball, he just lays it up. It's just a 60-yard indoor sprint, indoor track arena, and he lays up there perfectly. Watch Todd Shell as the play goes on. Watch him deep, watch him deep. He's yelling at Carlos Brooks. Here he comes. He's looking at it, and he's going, oh, man, what'd I tell you?
Well, it's been quite a ball game, 45-38, and the offense is really having a field day. Kimbrough now 18 of 26, 295 yards. He threw for 293 last week in a loss to Fort Worth. And Todd Shell, he has a busy rest of the third quarter and fourth quarter to go. It won't be easy.
Well, you know what's frustrating for a defensive coordinator? When you tell your DB that they're going to go deep, you know the formation, you know the route. You know, Carlos Brooks, that's a tough isolation, man-to-man. Again, guy's got a 10 to 15-yard head start. Dave, and you got Pratt, who probably runs the 40 in about 4.4. But let me tell you something. That was an absolutely perfect throw by Tony Kimbrough to make that happen.
Pratt putting up big numbers. He's one of the top receivers in the AFL at 25 catches coming in, 35 now on the season. Kickoff by Mike Black, fielded off the screen by Hunky. The 5, the 10 to the outside, trying to cut back, and he's dragged down at the 14-yard line. Hunky with one of his better returns on the day, and the Rattlers start first down from the 14.
A good return is anything from basically the 12 to 20-yard line, because that in essence is like at the 35 to 45 in the NFL. As we're going to get a chance to see, this ball comes off the strings. Humpy has a great knack for reading the bounce off the strings. That's why he's such a good returner. He knows the flex off the strings, goes up the middle, breaks outside. So he's tough to bring down. At about 185 pounds, he still has that strength, and he turns for about 3 or 4 extra yards.
And now they will assess that personal foul penalty that was called on Carlos Brooks after the touchdown catch and move the football back half the distance to the 7-yard line. Cedric Bonner talking it over with Danny White. So far, the Bonner-Cooper combination's been lethal, and so far in the third quarter, so is Bonner, 6 of 7 for 82.
Fast break arena football at its finest. Again, this time last year in the playoff game, it was about this score, 45-38. It ended up 56-49 as we wind down the third quarter.
Under a minute to go. Rattlers up 45-38. Bonner drops back from the goal line. Right side, complete to Rogers. He's got a first down across the 20 and tackled at the 22. Double coverage that time. Chad Lindsey and also Rodney Robinson. That Rogers play to the sideline has been their bread and butter.
It's been there 4 or 5 times. Daryl Rogers, extremely tough. Nice catch with his hands. Cedric Bonner lays it out there, makes the catch, secures the football. Lindsey's there. Daryl Rogers, 6 foot, 220 pounds out of Pacific. He's a stalwart. Nothing fancy about him. He just goes out and plays football.
Rogers a la Mark Van Egan with 2 arms over the football on the last reception. 1st and 10 Rattlers from the 22-yard line, leading by 7. Bonner back to throw. Left side, complete to his man. Rogers 20 to the 15 and into the boards at the Charlotte 14-yard line. That play goes for big yardage, 14 yards and another first down.
Another first down. Good shot here, replayed down low. You're going to see Cedric Bonner, just give it to him. Get to the guy that's doing the job for it. Secure it. Milton Bond makes a good block on Codrington, and a great hit off the Cold Stone Creamery, creamed at the Cold Stone Creamery dasher pad.
We head to the fourth quarter. Rattlers 45, Rage 38. This is Rattlers football.
What do Arizona and Budget Rent-A-Car have in common? Wide open skies. Plenty of space. And a variety of scenery. Now, a manual Toyota Tercel is just $20 a day with unlimited mileage. Budget Rent-A-Car of Arizona. Have a nice trip.
Checker knows that finding your car's problem is sometimes tougher than fixing it. That's why we test your starter, alternator, and battery for free. to help you diagnose your needs and find the right solution before you buy. Plus, Checker carries the best brand name parts available, many guaranteed for as long as you own your car. Checker Auto Parts. We've got the quality you need, guaranteed.
It's a new day, a new day in Arizona, a better life for everyone, a bright star in Arizona, flying high in the valley of the sun.
Southwest Airlines salutes this great state with Arizona One.
You like milk and it shows. You like milk and it shows. You like milk and it shows. You feel up and alive. You got energy and drive. Yeah. You like milk and it shows.
Milk, it does a body good with calcium for healthy teeth, riboflavin to help release energy, and protein to help build muscle. When you drink milk, it shows.
Milk and it shows. It does a body good.
45-38, Rattlers lead. It was 56-49 Rattlers in the playoffs last year. Same type of ball game.
It is. You can see the scoring here through quarter. The second quarter, the key. The defense really came alive to get the Rattlers back in the ball game.
And Arizona cooking on offense right now. 1st and 10 from the Charlotte 15. Bonner across the middle. Tillman, he clutches it. Touchdown, Arizona. Tillman on a crossing pattern, and he burned his man, Nigel Codrington, 15 yards. And the Rattlers have gone over the 50-point mark.
Boy, this is an outstanding catch by Cedric Tillman. If this doesn't get his confidence back as a wide receiver, I don't know what will. Cedric Bonner just rifles this ball in there. He takes a good drop, good 5-step drop, good pass protection by the offensive line. He lays this out there right where nobody else can get it. Cedric Tillman stretches out, pulls that one in, catches it off the shoulder pad. Great catch by Cedric Tillman to get his confidence back after a sluggish game last week.
Second touchdown catch for Tillman. Zendejas extra point up and good. 14-13 to go. Rattlers 52, Rage 38. This is Rattlers football.
It's a new day, a new day in Arizona, a better life for everyone, a bright star in Arizona, flying high in the valley of the sun.
Southwest Airlines salutes this great state with Arizona One.
Welcome to Vacation Value Days at Linda Brock Auto Mall, where we invite you to see our family of Oldsmobiles.
Linda, I'd like to suggest starting with those good-looking Cutlass Supremes. Now, that's luxury.
Luxury at a value price. Right now, we're offering a brand new 94 Olds Cutlass Supreme. Coupe or sedan, lease for only $250 a month.
Performance, luxury, safety, and an affordable $250 a month for a brand new 94 Cutlass Supreme.
Only at Linda Brock Auto Mall. See us now.
During Vacation Value Days.
66th Street in McDowell, Scottsdale.
Rattlers lead Charlotte 52-38. Fast Signs in Glendale, proud to be a sponsor of the Arizona Rattlers. For all your banner and sign needs, call Fast Signs at 973-5363. Luis Zendejas to kick it away. This kickoff brought to you by Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Rattlers a 2-touchdown advantage. The kickoff off the bar, fielded by Hickson, and he's tackled in the end zone by Carlos Brooks. That ball hit the bottom of the net off the bar, and Hickson fielded it in the end zone. A penalty flag on the field.
Well, the penalty here is going to be that Brooks came into the end zone and broke the 5-yard play in order to give him a chance. As we see it come off the strings, Hickson will catch it. It gets a big bounce off the bar, but the kickoff defensive team has still got to give them a chance to catch it. He broke the plane getting in there early. That's what the penalty is going to be on.
Tough call. Such a reaction thing for Brooks.
Plus we have a 3-yard violation. Number 2 was inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that's
3-yard penalty.
That's got to be tough, though, for a defender to stay back and not want to tackle that receiver.
It's kind of like the Canadian Football League. You have to give the receiver on a punt at least 3 yards to catch it. This ball hits the bottom of the irons, and you can see just barely breaks the plane for Hickson to make this catch. That's a pretty close call, but he did. just broke the plane of glass on the return.
That moves the ball 8 yards out to the 8-yard line. 1st and 10, Rage. In motion, Pratt to the left side. Kimbrough drops back. Pressure by Thomas. He's hit as he throws. Fires it deep, incomplete. Went down the right sideline with the pass for Andre Johnson, incomplete. The pressure on Kimbrough, but there is a penalty flag at the 2.
The old man on the defensive line, KT, Kevin Thomas, gets his pressure hot and heavy on Kimbrough. Great job of putting it in there and getting the pressure on Kimbrough.
5-yard penalty, first down.
They're going to call an illegal defense against Arizona, and Todd Shell, the defensive coordinator, is livid on the far sideline. He is not a happy man right now. They said one of the players, I believe the linebacker Barr, was out of the linebacker box. Thomas was the guy that delivered the hit, but that was on time. It was not a late hit.
Well, and it just takes a play that can make a good momentum changer, putting the heat on a young man in Kimbrough. Thor lined up inside the box. He's got to keep his position back in order to get the play off.
Rattlers now 3 penalties, marked off for 13 yards. 1st and 10, Charlotte from the 13-yard line. Kimbrough back to throw. Fires across the middle, incomplete through the hands. Incomplete, intended for Danny Smith. Another flag, though, at the 13-yard line. That is near the line of scrimmage.
And a great souvenir for that fan and the fan on the first row. That's a $55 Christmas present for his young man. That's a great gift to take home. Again, now we got a legal procedure here, but here's something that's really interesting. Danny Smith, who's been going both ways the entire game, is probably pretty tired. Now it's crunch time in the 4th quarter. He's going to go ahead, and this pass is right on the money. When you get tired, you start to lose your concentration.
Illegal motion.
That's one of the problems of going both ways.
Penalty is declined. Second down.
The illegal motion declined by the Rattlers. They'll take that incomplete pass.
Nice cherry hop off the carpet, and that fan, great catch. Look at him secure that football.
He cradled that thing, kind of like Fred Biletnikoff, huh?
Hands tucks it up underneath that armpit.
2nd and 10 now for Charlotte. The Rattlers leading the Rage, 52-38. 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Andre Johnson, Kevin Pratt, and Danny Smith are split right. Pratt in motion on that right side. Kimbrough back to throw the football. Sets over the middle for Pratt. It's incomplete. He was tripped up, but that pass was not catchable. Brooks on the coverage.
Incidental contact that time. It looks like the Rays are starting to get a little bit away from their game plan. They're trying to get back into it too quickly. Tony Kimbrough takes a good drop, good 5-step drop, good pass protection, plenty of time to throw. Got him Smith wide open. Good coverage that time by Brooks. Incidental contact as he just taps him on the helmet as he goes by.
3rd down and 10 with 12:22 and the clock running. Rattlers leading 52-38. A stop here would be big. Rattlers hoping they can get the football back. Smith in motion to the right side. Kimbrough to throw. Flag thrown. Fires it complete to Smith. That'll be a first down. Down to the Rattlers 24, but there is a flag near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Rattlers pointing to the offensive side of the football with the Rays. Again, good pass execution. That's what Charlotte has to do. Just maintain their game plan so they can get back into it.
Motion on Charlotte. That'll wipe out that first down. Now they'll be facing a 3rd and 13. And right now, this Rage team backed up near their goal. They're going to have to come up with a big play if they want to keep the football.
You got an 0-4 to stake.
On the offense, the tight end did not declare. 3 yards, repeat 3rd down.
Well, excuse me, Jack Baker. I didn't mean to get in your way there. He'll let me know, huh? Jack Baker. Penalties, again, a big issue here. Charlotte, 6 penalties for 31 yards. The Rattlers, who had none going into the 4th quarter, 4 for 16 yards.
3rd and 13. The crowd making some noise in the snake pit. In motion, Pratt on the left side. 3rd and 13 from the 10. Kimbrough drops back, throws across the middle. It's knocked away. Tillman knocked it away from the intended receiver, Danny Smith, and it's 4th down.
Again, good pressure up the middle by Kevin Thomas on Tony Kimbrough. Danny Smith, who's going both ways. Kimbrough's going to take a nice drop, look left. He puts the ball right on the money, but Cedric Tillman, great to break that up. Kevin Thomas, he's going to break through again. Looks like Dean Jones got a hand in there and threw him down. Sorry, it's like 4. Greg Barr, Todd Shell. Let's get excited out here, huh?
The fans love it. A field goal attempt now for Mike Black. It'll be a 57-yarder. Kick on the way, a line drive. It's no good, off the screen. Hunky Cooper out of the end zone. 5, 10. He's hammered as he takes it to the 13. Danny Smith with a blow on Cooper, who comes up out of the pile okay. 11:06 to go. The Rattlers have the football back and a 52-38 lead. And you got to credit this defense. They found a way to stop the Rage offense that was clicking at one point.
Well, that's the key. Just like last week, a bigger offensive line, the defensive line, the quickness has taken over the size. Making some good plays and batting some footballs away.
Rattlers looking for a score that could be a knockout blow. Still plenty of time with 10:50 to go. Cooper split left, Tillman to the right, Thor in the backfield. Rogers slap to the left, pitch left Thor. He turns the corner, cuts back, 15 to the 18, across the 20-yard line, and stopped right there by a couple secondary men, Pierre Hickson and Rodney Robinson. A nice carry, though, 6 yards for Thor.
Just a pitch out. How about Doc Weiss? Doc Weiss does a good job. The number there for Cedric Bonner, 15 for 25, starting to pick up. But this time, Doc Weiss gets out there on the old, looks like the old SC guard pulled. Does a good job. Gets out there, gets Thor about a good 7-yard gain. The Lear Eye Clinic, eye in the sky. You can see, look at Doc Weiss. He's on the onside guard, gets out there, gets a good job of containing his blocker on Danny Smith, and gets a good pickup by Thor for about 8 yards.
Second down and 4, Rattlers from the 20. Bonner wants to throw the football. Sets, lobs it right side for Thor. He's got it inside the Charlotte 10. He hangs on down to the Rage 8-yard line. Thor showing his receiving ability. Double teamed by Codrington and Jackson, but he hung on. And for Thor, that is his first catch of the year, and it goes for big yardage.
A misdirection. You got man-to-man. You've got Jackson covering Thor this time. Comes back, lays it up, and Jackson makes the catch. Watch Thor get up. We can watch the rest of it. Throws the football back at Jackson, who's been jawing at him all night long.
Bonner and the Rattlers trying to punch it in. They lead 52-38. 9:17 and the clock ticking here in the fourth quarter. Tillman and Rogers will be split left. Cooper's in a slot to the right. The Rage will be wary of him. Now Cooper in motion. Pitch to the left. It's Hunky. The 10, the 5. He's down to the 2-yard line. Hunky on the reverse toss sweep to the left side, and he picks up 6 yards.
Reverse toss sweep, reverse pitch out, comes back around in motion. Bonner turns around, just pitches this one out as we get the overhead cam and watch this play develop. He comes in motion to the left side. Great timing on the snap to get that ball out there. You got Thor out there leading the block, Doc Weiss, you got Darryl Rogers, and look at the explosion at the very end for Hunky Cooper to pick up an additional 2 or 3 yards.
Pierre Hickson, the secondary man, saved the touchdown. The UNLV Rebel, Hunky Cooper, MVP last year, a big contributor here tonight. Handoff, straight ahead, it's Thor, and he is in for the touchdown, but we have a penalty flag. Thor straight ahead behind the blocking of Kevin Thomas, the center, and he did cross the plane, but what's the flag all about? We're going to have to wait on the official call here as the Zebras confer. It should be preliminary call as touchdown.
Kevin Thomas takes on about 500 pounds. He gets rolled over and folded back into the bottom of that pile. He's lucky he didn't get hurt seriously on that
It's
one.
offsides on Charlotte. That will be 6 points for the Rattlers, and they're pouring it on here in the third and fourth quarters. 58-38 Arizona.
This goes to show you how flexible you have to be in order to play this game. You can hit from all angles at any particular time.
That is Thor's third rushing touchdown of the season. Zendejas in for the PAT. He's been busy. Snap back. Kick on the way. It's into the net. Good. 7:58 to go. Rattlers 59, Rage 38. This is Rattlers football.
GMC truck, the Arizona truck.
The word is out, Arizona. We've got a special shipment of 150 new GMC Sonomas, and you want to buy now. GMC Sonoma starts at just $11,572 MSRP, but for only $1,000 more, step up to Club Coupe and get all this: air conditioning, aluminum wheels, AM/FM cassette, and more. Hurry, Arizona. They won't last long.
Gulliver, Tony Corey, Biddle, Bud Beck, Showcase.
Arizona truck.
On RoboCop,
Dinosaur!
a renegade gang has ravaged the city.
Payback time.
And dealt RoboCop a deadly blow. Shutting down.
RoboCop has gone to red.
Now an amateur mechanic.
I'd have to shut you down.
do it may be his only hope of survival.
Murphy, the man, may be erased.
All of them. On the next RoboCop, the series.
Tuesday at 7 on TV 45.
The Rattlers with an offensive explosion in the second half. They lead Charlotte 59-38. Be sure to be at America West Arena for the next Rattlers Premium Night, Saturday, July 9th. The Rattlers face the Miami Hooters at 5 p.m. The first 2,500 fans in attendance receive a free Rattlers bottle, courtesy of Subway. For tickets, call 514-TD-TD or Dillard's at 678-2222. The Rattlers have really clicked in this second half. Then Nahas to kick it away. Charlotte has a lot of work to do if they want to get back in it. High kick, bounces off the bar again, fielded by Robinson in the end zone, trying to get out of there. A flag's thrown, he's still in the end zone, and he's going to be tackled there, and that will be a touchback. But 2 penalty flags, one at the 3, one at the 4-yard line.
Well, again, it's going to be the same thing, but the iron, it came off hard off the iron. Corey Brannon got into the end zone early, didn't give the receiver a chance to come out of there, but that's what you're going to see. God, Luis is having a good job of aiming it right where he wants to, right off that iron. Gets the ball here, Robinson does. Corey Brannon there just a little early.
Number 25 inside the 5-yard line. 3-yard penalty, first down.
That moves the ball out to the 8-yard line. The Rattlers have done a great job running the football, and it's amazing. The size of Charlotte's been a key all season long, but it hasn't mattered tonight.
Well, great average of only 1.1 yards per rush. Tonight, the Rattlers have only given up 3 yards rushing. Puts a lot of pressure on the opposing quarterback to produce.
Rage 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Rattlers up 59-38, 7.5 minutes to go. Kimbrough across the middle, complete to Chad Lindsay at the 15, and he takes 3 Rattlers out to the 16-yard line. Vaughn, Bankhead, and Thor on the tackle. It'll be an 8-yard pickup.
Todd Shell doesn't mind giving up these little dink passes and keeping the receivers in front of them, making them earn their touchdowns by using up a lot of time on the clock.
Clock running. As you mentioned, Dan, we're approaching the 7-minute mark, and Charlotte going to the underneath pass on the last play for 8 yards. They may have to go downfield here. Kimbrough, 303 yards passing now for the Rage. 2nd and 2 from the 16. Kimbrough to throw. Left side, complete to Pratt at midfield. Cuts back 20 and into the boards at the Rattler 18. Richard Holt on the tackle, but the clock continues to move.
Well, here's where your stalwarts, where you have Kimbrough, Pratt, Smith, Parker, the rest of the gang have got to come through. They need a nice drive to get back into the ball game and a quick score. On the other side, for the defense, for the Rattlers, they got to continue not to get lackadaisical and put that pressure on Kimbrough.
16-yard pickup on the play. Kimbrough to Pratt, 1st and 10 Rage at the Rattler 18. Rattlers leading by 21 with 6:17 to go. Robinson in motion, fakes the handoff to him. Kimbrough to throw, across the middle, incomplete. He wanted Pratt, and now a flag thrown. Holt's on the covers. That pass was not catchable, but a flag thrown after the play. It's at the 6-yard line.
But one of the things it could be is it looked like Robinson for the Rage was coming in motion, had a nice cut block. That'll be a good call, but that's not many times you see Tony Kimbrough miss a receiver wide open in the end zone.
When he has missed, he's been missing long. That pass way over the head of the intended receiver, Pratt. The officials discussing this at the line of scrimmage. And Charlotte right now, with 6:11 to go, you never want to rule out a team that's down 21. If they can get in the end zone, makes it a more interesting game. They're going to call clipping against the Rage. That doesn't help their cause.
No, it really doesn't. And again, you got a ball club that's inexperienced. You know, it's a club that plays very well at times and plays very bad at times. In the 3rd, 4th quarter, it's a chance for them to step up. They're just not doing it. With dumb penalties like this, chopping guys, holding guys, that's a sign that they're getting tired.
Todd Shell, the defensive coordinator, indicating that he'll decline it.
By the man in motion.
I'll tell you.
Blocking on a lineman. The penalty is refused. 2nd down.
Shell wants the 2nd and 10 situation after that big press conference by the Zebras at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you can't blame Robinson. I mean, he's all maybe 150 pounds soaking wet. He's coming in motion, and I don't know if it was Brannon or who it was, but he chopped him pretty good right at the knees. He took him down like a tree.
6:02 to go. Clock is running now. We're at the 6-minute mark. 59-38, Rattlers leading Charlotte. Charlotte with a 2nd and 10 at the Rattler 19-yard line. Pratt is in a slot to the left with Robinson. Lindsay in a slot right. Kimbrough takes the snap and drops back. 5-step drop, looks, lobs it toward the middle of the end zone and out the back, incomplete. Robinson and Pratt both there, and again he overthrows him and shoots it out the back of the end zone.
But one of the problems was you had Robinson and Pratt both in the same area, and you had kind of a zone coverage with 3 of the Rattlers defending over there. Even though Kimbrough had a lot of time, you had receivers in areas and they didn't space each other out. Tony Kimbrough, 20 for 30, 319 yards, slowed down a little bit here in the second half.
And so important to run precise routes in arena football because there just isn't much room. That time they were in the same area as you mentioned. 3rd and 10. Charlotte at the Arizona 18. 5 minutes now to go in the ball game. Rattlers up 59-38. Kimbrough, pressure, they come after him, fires it, incomplete again. He wanted Lindsay in the end zone, and again incomplete. And it's now 4th down.
And again, Dean Jones putting the pressure on Kimbrough. Again, miscommunication by the receiver and quarterback.
Let's pause for station identification.
You're watching Arizona Rattlers Arena Football on KUTP TV 45 Phoenix.
4th and 10, Charlotte at the 19. Rattlers defense has done a great job of pressuring Charlotte. 7 knockdowns of passes and a 4th and 10, and Charlotte has to go trailing by 21 points. In motion, Lindsay. Kimbrough back to throw the football. Sets up in the pocket across the middle. He's got his man Robinson for 6 points. A touchdown strike on a 4th down. 18-yard catch by Rodney Robinson. That is his 3rd TD catch of the year, and that keeps the rage in this game.
Oh, this will be fun to watch. A great overhead shot here. Just backs, looks right. A nice corner post move. Kimbrough doesn't miss his guy this time. This one's right on the money as he rifles it in there for the touchdown.
3:43 to go. Clock running. It's now 59-44. Mike Black in for the extra point. Charlotte won't go away. This has been a high-scoring arena game. Snap back, PAT's up and good. 3:29 to go in the ball game. It's now the Rattlers 59 and the Rage 45. A big 4th down conversion, and you have to credit Kimbrough. A big game. Our first chiropractic collision of the game coming up here, and this was a real collision, Deanna. We were both just stunned by this one.
Well, this is one of the best I've seen in a long time. The return man's going to catch this ball. Or catch it. He picks it up. Looks like Hickson. Now watch Jody Rydell right to your left side of the screen. Spin. Bang! Hits him helmet to helmet right on the button. Causes a fumble. The Rattlers didn't get this one, but that's just a great hit. Credit Jody Rydell.
That is our first chiropractic collision of the game. Rydell like a runaway freight train. He loves football, doesn't he?
A svelte 262-pound Jody Rydell out of UNLV.
3:29 to go. It's now 59-45 Rattlers. Nice 4th down conversion. The catch by Rodney Robinson.
What a great timing route, pitch and catch on that one. He ran like a corner move and broke it across the middle. That ball was let go as he was making his move on the corner route. Tony Kimbrough, very impressive at putting the ball on the money when he has to.
5 plays, 42 yards. Kimbrough to Robinson from 18 yards away. It's now a 14-point game with 3:29 to go. Rattlers expecting onside kick. Let's see what Mike Black does. He's going to kick it away. A high kick off the screen. Hunky tries to field it, bobbles it in the end zone. Now he'll run out of there. He moves by a couple tacklers across the 5 and out to the 6-yard line.
How about that feint? I'm going to go down. Then he bursts right up the middle for about a 7-yard gain. That's the thing about Hunky Cooper. He makes something out of nothing. He catches that one off the string. Nice bounce. Kind of takes a little bit of a bad hop on him. Picks it up calmly. He's like he's going to get down. Then he bursts up the middle for about 6 yards.
Now, Dan, the danger here. Rattlers leading 59-45 as we approach the 3-minute mark. They don't want to get too conservative.
Good
Plenty
point.
of time left. Let's see if they go to the ground or to the air.
Very good point. Remain aggressive on offense. There's still plenty of time for Charlotte to get back into it.
1st and 10, Rattlers at the 7. Bonner's going Gonna throw on first down. Across the middle, Hunky. Did he catch it? No. Incomplete, they say, at the 25. Hunky thought he hauled it in, and he's not happy. And they're going to say incomplete, though, near the midfield stripe.
Well, if we get a chance, we'll see. I guess we probably won't. It looks like a little bit of a short up, tough call to make. Cedric Bonner doing an outstanding job. Tony Kimbrough, an outstanding job. Look at the comparisons. Kimbrough, 21 of 32, 337 yards, 5 touchdown passes. Bonner, 18 for 27, 285 yards, 6 touchdown passes, 1 interception. We do have a shootout. The very end of the play, let's see if Hunky gets his hands up underneath it.
It looked like he did, Dan.
Yeah, it really does. Tough angle to call it from. But the Zebras have the last call in football, as usual.
Bonner on a 2nd and 10 from the 7, rolling left. Fires it downfield, incomplete. He wanted Vaughn at the Charlotte 11. Pierre Hickson on the coverage, and he knocked it away. We're at the 2-minute mark, though, and the clock rolling. The Rattlers leading 59-45. Bonner delivered a bullet.
Well, words of wisdom for Cedric Bonner. If there's nothing there, don't throw it in there. He just hums this one down the field, throws it on a frozen rope about 40 yards, tries to force it in there. Cedric Bonner would be better advised, if there's nothing there, make it a souvenir for a fan.
136, 135. The clock continues to roll. The Rage have 2 timeouts left, but the Rattlers own a 59-45 lead. Arizona facing a 3rd and 10 from their own 7-yard line. Cooper and Vaughn split left, and hold on. An official's timeout? No, an Arizona timeout. Bonner wants it, and that'll stop the clock with 1:22 to go. So Bonner, not liking what he saw, the clock running down, that 25-second clock, he takes the timeout, and he'll go over and talk to Danny White. Well, Dan, in basketball, it's common to refer to the hustle board. Rebounds, steals, block shots. And in arena ball, it's the hassle board. Sacks, hurries, knockdowns, and batted balls. And that Arizona defense, they have done the job.
It's kind of like the comparison of who out-rebounds as far as offense and defense. You've got a 14-4 if you add everything up there. That's always going to happen. 13-4, excuse me, as the guys in the truck correct my math. So we, didn't have quite the math courses they did at KU. But as far as that's concerned, whoever out-hustles gets into everybody's face, and that's what happens and makes things happen. And usually you win if you can out-hustle the other team.
And that hassle board brought to you by Arizona Powerball. Galen Hall, head coach of Charlotte. He coached in the World League in '92, coach of the year. Struggling a little bit this year at 2-2 coming in.
3rd down and 10. His defense needs to step up, make some big plays here, and then get the football back and score quickly.
1:22 on the clock. 3rd and 10 Arizona from their 7. Vaughn, Cooper, and Rogers trips to the left side. Reynolds in the backfield. Bonner under center. Jones is the center. He'll snap it back to Bonner. Rolling left, wants to throw, looks, throws, incomplete. Just got rid of it. Wanted Vaughn. The clock will continue to roll now down to the 1-minute mark, but it's now 4th and 10 for Arizona.
Well, one thing, the offense doesn't flow quite as well when Milton Vaughn's in there. Nothing to take against him. He's inexperienced. When Cedric Tillman and Hunky Cooper are in there, this offense flowed quite a bit. It'd be interesting to see a stat to see what they did with Cedric and Tillman, both with Cedric Tillman and Hunky Cooper in the lineup at the same time.
The clock stopped now. 1 minute to go, and the 1-minute rule will come into effect. All incomplete passes stop the clock in the final minute of the 2nd and 4th quarters. 59-45 Rattlers, and Luis Zendejas is on the field. Now this one, he may just try to pooch and use it like you would a punt, because it's going to be marked in the end zone. This is going to be a 59-yard attempt for Zendejas. Out of the hold of Bonner. Snap back, Zendejas kick, a line drive kick. It's going to be off the screen, fielded by Andre Johnson, 5 yards deep to the 10. Andre to the 15 and driven into the boards at the 16-yard line. 51 seconds to go. Charlotte trailing the Rattlers by 14.
Well, I think Luis would have liked to have got a better kick off the strings, maybe a higher kick, because what happens when you kick it at a line drive, it comes off the strings pretty hard. They get the return man, gets that ball back up to the 15 or 20. You don't give your defense a chance to keep him pinned back on the return.
There is a flag back at the 13-yard line, near where the Rattlers kicked it off, and the officials are going to have another news conference right there. Well, 51 seconds to go, and as we know, 14 points just isn't enough in this game. Charlotte very much in it.
We saw that last week. The Rattlers get back in the ball game within a minute and a half, and they get back into the last 30 seconds as well. So you're right. If they score quickly, there's still plenty of time.
The officials are going to discuss this penalty. Meanwhile, a couple good games last night in the Arena Football League. We're going to take a look at those.
During the kick, we have a 3-yard face mask penalty. Number 55, Charlotte. 3-yard penalty, first down, Charlotte.
And that'll move it back to the 13, and that's where Charlotte starts, 1st and 10. Orlando, a big win over Mass, 48-44. And also Vegas beating Cleveland 26-22 in Arena Football League action. 2 close games. A lot of close games. These games you just can't give up on.
There really isn't. And this year, unlike the last couple of years, the games are getting closer. Parity has set in the AFL.
51 seconds to play. Rattlers lead Charlotte 59-45. 1st and 10, Charlotte from the 13. Kimbrough back to throw. Pressure, he's hit. The ball comes free. Now they're going to rule it an incomplete pass. John Bankhead, the Predator, and he is the real ham right now.
How about the Predator? How about the Predator? He's out there. He's having fun now. Kimbrough's going to drop back the pass. Watch the right side of the pocket completely collapse on him. You're going to see Bankhead come from around. I'll tell you what, that looks like a fumble to me. Looks like he hit him as his arm was going up. I didn't see any forward motion on that pass.
Well, they do rule it an incomplete pass. Bankhead, who really has put a lot of pressure on opposing quarterbacks the last few weeks with a big play. 2nd and 10 for Charlotte from their 13. Flag thrown. Kimbrough throws incomplete. Looked for Lindsey that time near midfield, but a flag thrown back near the line of scrimmage. 42 seconds to play in the game.
Again, Dean Jones and Corey Brandon in on the rush and in on the legs of Tony Kimbrough. Doesn't give him a chance to step up and make the throw. So the defense starting to come alive and put that pressure.
Illegal defense by the restricted linebacker. Illegal blitz. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, the 2 linebackers in there right now are Thor and Daryl Rogers, and one of them supposedly was out of the box, and Todd Shell, he's seen that happen to him twice now.
Well, those are mistakes that should not be happening in the 5th game of the year with a couple preseasons. Todd's probably a little upset that he feels that the calls are going against him. Obviously, the referees and Todd Shell need to get together on the lineup.
Automatic first down with the penalty. It moves it out to the 18-yard line. 42 seconds to go. Rattlers leading the Rage 59-45. Kevin Pratt split right. Lindsey in a slot to the right, and Johnson split left. The fullback, Junior Jackson. Kimbrough back to throw the football on first down. Across the middle, he's got Johnson, and he drops it at the Rattler 15. The pass a little high. Johnson couldn't haul it in. It's 2nd down.
Boy, you can't blame Tony Kimbrough for that one. That ball's right on the money. Johnson came out of his break on a little bit of a, we call it dig route or in route, about 15 yards down the field, and just drops the pass. Again, good pass protection, but they can't afford to drop many of those if they want to get back in the ball game.
Kimbrough is off on his last 3 passes. 38 seconds to go now. 2nd and 10, Charlotte from the 18. The Rattlers can make them work for a score here. Time is dwindling for the Charlotte Rage. 2 receivers split right. Kimbrough wants to throw. Pressured by Jones. He's got him. He throws the football incomplete. He had him in his grasp. Kimbrough had to get rid of it, and it was almost picked off as the desperation heave was dropped by Milton Vaughn.
Good job by Dean Jones to get the pressure on Kimbrough. Kimbrough's pretty quick. He's going to drop back the pass. Look at Jones, just bull rush by the center and chase him down. Gets a handful, gets number 1 on the 11 jersey. Not a smart throw by Kimbrough to throw that ball up in the middle. He's lucky this doesn't get intercepted. A young man like Kimbrough needs to learn that if you got this kind of pressure with the clock running out, throw it up in the 3rd or 4th row and make a souvenir out of it.
Dean Jones has been a big part of this Rattlers pass rush. He's also subbed at center, has done a nice job his first year out of Morningside College. 3rd and 10 for Charlotte from the 18. Kimbrough back to pass, fires it right side. He's got Johnson near the first down marker, and hold on. They say he stepped out of bounds at the Rattler 23. Clock stops with 25 seconds to go.
Again, Dean Jones right in the lap of Tony Kimbrough as he delivers this football. This is a good throw, a good catch. Again, Dean Jones hits him right in the belly as he delivers this football. I'm impressed with Kimbrough. He's doing a good job of delivering the football with pressure in his face.
Charlotte Now on a 4th and 2 upcoming. The pressure that time by Jones again. Kimbrough with the 8-yard completion. They need to get the first down here, but they also needed to get it upfield. Just 25 seconds to play. Now they're going to call a timeout. They didn't have the receivers set, and Kimbrough had to use one of their final 2 timeouts. 25 seconds to play.
Well, second timeout. And that's where you're impressed with Kimbrough. This young man, he knows he's got 4th and about 2. 25 seconds left in the ball game. They're still down. He needs to get the play off in order to give himself a chance to get a first down. So I'm impressed with the way he's keeping his poise, keeping the ball flowing. Anytime you get that kind of distraction, a lot of young quarterbacks will go with it, and it makes a bad thing. Bad things are going to happen if you're not lined up properly. If you're lined up properly, you give yourself a chance to go forward.
Rattlers coming into this game with a 3-1 record, a good chance to go 4-1. They get an off week next weekend. Right now, the Albany Firebirds leading the American Conference at 3-0. Rattlers and Albany, it looks like. Mass is also a team that could cause some problems later on in the season.
Well, I think those top 3 teams will be the ones in that division as far as going to the playoffs. In the other division, basically, it's Orlando. Orlando at 5-0, doing an outstanding job. They could be the team to beat. Charlotte, Fort Worth, Miami, Tampa Bay. Last year's Arena Football League Championship team struggling.
4th down and 2 at the Rattler 23. They stop them. The Rattlers win it. Kimbrough back to throw. Looks, fires left side. It's caught for a first down by Johnson to the 10. And he's knocked out of bounds at the Rattlers 6-yard line. Charlotte just barely alive, staying alive with 19 seconds to go, trailing 59-45. Kimbrough again, a 4th down conversion.
Right from the top, the Lear Eye Clinic. Cam here, right over the top. Nice delivery, puts it right there. Holt making sure nobody goes back in the end zone. He's playing off about 20 yards, making sure nobody gets behind him. Does a good job of coming up, knocking him out of bounds.
1st and goal from the 7. Kimbrough drops back, rolling right, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Kevin Pratt again, and the Rage with 16 seconds on the clock with the extra point can draw within 7. Kevin Pratt, and that is touchdown number 3 of the game for Pratt.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got Pratt, you got number 5 Johnson out there, you got Trips, you got what we call a flood. He just kind of settles down into the soft zone. Tony Kimbrough does a good job of reading that, gets the fine protection, and puts it right on the money.
Big extra point for Mike Black, the Rage kicker. The kick's on the way, and he got it. 16 seconds to go. It's the Rattlers 59 and the Rage 52. Stay with us, folks. This one is not over, as we witnessed last week, and the Rattlers win on the last-second field goal. Kimbrough really showing a lot of poise.
Well, he gives himself a little bit of a chance to let this play develop by rolling right. He looks everybody off to the right, comes back underneath to Pratt, right there on the bottom line there. Rolls right from the overhead camera. We can see it. He puts this ball right like a dart. Good hands by Pratt to make that catch for the touchdown.
Pratt with 199 yards receiving. That is an opponent record against the Rattlers. Cedric Bonner now with his team leading by 7 points. He and Danny White are going to talk over what they want to do. They can go to the knee. There's only one timeout for Charlotte, and you can bet the Rage will try an onside kick. If they don't get it, you don't want to say it's over, but it's almost over.
Well, with 16 seconds to go, he can either hit an onside kick or pooch it over the top of the guys up front and wait for some guys to run down there and try to recover it. But if the Rattlers recover it, all they have to do is just go ahead and hit their knee 3 times. The Rage only have 1 timeout left. They can't stop the clock after that.
As long as the Rattlers don't take a loss. That's something we learned last week.
They gotta move forward on that quarterback sneak for progressive yardage, as they called it.
So Charlotte now setting up their onside unit. Mike Black's going to place the tee near the right pylon on the goal line. They'll have everybody else to his left, and he'll try to squib it and hope they get a funny bounce and recover the football.
How about this? 59-52, 16 seconds to go. Charlotte still has a chance to win the game.
Mike Black's going to try. He's got it teed up. The Boise State product with the kick. It bounces high. It's tipped. It's caught by Charlotte. They have possession. Andre Johnson at the 20. Now some discussion at the 20-yard line. Now a penalty flag after some trash talk after the play.
This is great. I think what happened is the ball bounced up. Johnson caught the ball, but he caught it out of bounds.
Well, let's see the replay as we watch it on the TV screen here. The ball bouncing. It took a funny hop. Andre Johnson at just 5'9", got it off the tip of Holt.
Out of bounds by the kicking team. The ball belongs to Arizona. We have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Charlotte. 8-yard penalty. First down, Arizona.
Well,
that's how you do it.
Flag, kick the ball exactly like you want to. You get the ball to roll, get a big hop over the top of the front line, giving your recovery team a chance to get back behind the line of scrimmage. That's a great kick. Problem was, as a receiver, you've got to get your feet down in bounds.
Boy, that stopped a lot of hearts for Rattler fans, and luckily they have the football at the Charlotte 9, 15 seconds to go, and a couple plays forward, and this one will be over.
That's what you got to love about arena football.
15 seconds to go. Bonner under center. Rattlers leading at 59-52. Pitch left to Thor inside the 10. He's got forward progress inside the 5 and down to the Charlotte 2-yard line. Clock stopped now with 7 seconds to go as Charlotte uses their final timeout.
Well, one thing I bet Danny White told Thor as he came off, you get this pitch out, you put your arms around this thing, and nobody, absolutely nobody gets it. A good kick out by Doc Weiss again. Kevin Thomas coming back to make a nice block. Look at this, the leg power, getting up there, getting the extra yards for about an extra 3 or 4 yards. Good call, good play. No timeouts remaining for the Charlotte Rage. Cedric Bonner just take a knee, kill the clock, game should be over.
Craig Barr's done a great job running the football. The Rattlers' rushing game so impressive against a Rage front wall that they had a definite size advantage. They went 330, 290, 280 on that front wall, but the Rattlers moving the pile back in the absence of their center, Chris Baus. Kevin Thomas has done a super job, the captain of that line at the center spot. 7 seconds to go, and the Rattlers now will try to run this thing out. 11 carries, 34 yards for Arizona. That's quite a rushing game for an arena team. Handoff to Barr, tripped up. He gains a yard down to the 2, and that's going to do it. The clock runs out. The Arizona Rattlers, winners. They move the record to 4-1. The final, Rattlers 59, the Charlotte Rage 52. This is Rattlers football.
Have you ever wanted something so badly you could taste it? Roller coaster. It's the only complete amusement park in Arizona. Come taste the fun.
Self-improvement, a national obsession. Really, wouldn't another phone line for your teens do more for your inner harmony? Or call waiting, or voice messaging from US West? During the phone improvement sale, order any of these and get up to $15 off installation. Just lift and dial 1-800-871-SALE. Soon. The sale won't last, but this time the results will. The phone improvement sale, another simple answer from US West.
I finally made it to the big leagues. And my first game, we get the call. And I'm thinking, how lucky can a guy get?
Beechwood aged for that fresh, distinctive taste. Crisp, clean, classic.
Special shipments, special price.
At your Metro Mitsubishi team dealers.
New 94 Eclipse, just $159 a month. $159 a month with only $500 down. Eclipse, $500 down, $159 a month. And you drive it. Plus, every credit application
will be accepted.
Special shipments, special price.
At Mesa, Belrose, Glendale, and Scottsdale.
Your Metro Mitsubishi team dealers.
The free Flying Family Contest. It's your tickets to summer fun. Win one of 15 fabulous prize packages that could include 4 round-trip Northwest Airlines tickets, plus many other great prizes. Look for entry blanks on the Summer Fun Super Savings Map, available now at participating Carl's Jr. restaurants, Peter Piper Pizza restaurants, and Best Buy stores. Send your completed entry to TV 45. Then watch Roseanne 6 o'clock weeknights on TV 45. If you see your name, give us a call. You could be a winner. The free Flying Family Contest. Enter today.
On the next Baywatch, it's a battle of endurance.
The once proud warrior.
A contest of skill.
In a quest for one final moment of glory.
The toughest tournament under the sun.
And I'm going to win the Open Ironman competition.
But while Mitch goes for the glory.
Where's the lifeguard? She went under.
Summer puts Matt to the ultimate test.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Damn it, Summer, breathe.
Next Baywatch.
Monday at 7 on TV 45.
Trey Bender and Dan Minucci at the Snake Pit. The Arizona Rattlers 59-52 winners over the Charlotte Rage. The Rattlers moved the record to 4-1. 6 touchdown passes for Cedric Bonner, 4 TD catches for Hunky Cooper. What a ball game.
Well, I think Cedric Bonner felt pretty good that Hunky Cooper's back in the mainframe. Cedric Tillman did an outstanding job, and give credit to that defense. Tony Kimbrough, an outstanding game for the Charlotte Rage. They put pressure on him in the 3rd and 4th quarters to turn this ball game around, let the Rattlers win.
Nice win for the Rattlers. They're 4-1, and they look forward to an off week, and then they will go on the road to face the Las Vegas Sting. An exciting game for the Arizona Rattlers. Be sure to tune in to the Arizona Sand Sharks soccer. It's next Saturday at 4 p.m. on TV 45 against the Washington Warthogs. Sand Sharks soccer on KUTP. Final score 59-52 Rattlers. For Dan Minucci, I'm Trey Bender. Thanks to everybody. Rattlers win it at the Snake Pit. So long, everybody.
Arena football has been brought to you by America West Airlines. We haven't forgotten the meaning of respect. By Whataburger, hot, fresh, and made to order. By Castles and Coasters, your family fun center. By Budweiser, proud to be your bud. By US West, we have simple answers for home telephone service. By Subway, the place where fresh is the taste. By Sanderson Ford, the dealership that's service built. By First Class Travel, travel professionals for the Rattlers and the Suns. By Budget Rent-A-Car, the smart money's on budget. By the Arizona Lottery, Arizona Powerball. This is serious money. By Powerade, it's the next thing in sports drinks. And by the Center for Sports Medicine and Health West Regional Medical Center. Arizona Rattlers Arena Football is a presentation of the Arizona Rattlers and KUTP TV 45. Good evening and welcome to TV 45's Saturday 10 o'clock movie. Tonight, Lee Marvin and Roger Moore star in Shout at the Devil.
Cassette.
Fresh thinking at Smitty's means we're always thinking of ways to save you money. First, we have low everyday prices and even lower advertised weekly specials. But our thinking doesn't stop there. You get ultimate double coupons, big savings in Smitty's warehouse district, plus our low prescription price guarantee, the President's Choice brand, and of course, thousands of unadvertised passport great buys. Fresh thinking means lots of savings at Smitty's, a supermarket, a drugstore, and a whole lot more.
Tough luck or tough shed? It's not a tough choice.
And now, the Best Buy blue shirt. This smart uniform is worn by Best Buy employees. Note how the relaxed design says, I won't hassle you. That sassy blue that shouts, here I am, and I'm helpful. And the off-kilter logo that shows we're not perfect, but our prices are close. Like CDs from Red Hot Chili Peppers, Vince Gill, and hundreds more, just $5.99. So whatever these shirts mean, remember one thing. Without them, Best Buy would just be cheap.
We call this four-door Nissan Sentra the limited edition. Yet it comes with air, AM/FM cassette, cruise control, power windows and door locks. But perhaps one of its most impressive features is its price. Over $2,000 less than the comparably equipped Toyota Corolla LE. $2,000. So while this edition may be limited, the value never seems to end. Lease the Nissan Sentra limited edition for $189 a month and $500 down for 36 months.
Rumors are there are some trying to stop honest citizens from buying handguns for protection. Great Guns makes buying a gun easy, economical, and safe. Go to Great Guns in Tempe for your best buys and full friendly service. So do it while you can.
Big Sky, it's the place. I got a bigger taste. We like our canyons grand. It's a generous land.
When the taste of slow-roasted beef meets the proportions of the West, you get the Arby's Giant.
Mountain-sized is nice.
At $1.99, it's now a giant deal, so
better fly for the hat in the western sky.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Thanks to you, the Culliver team is setting all new sales records during 1994. And the Culliver team difference is the reason. Hi, I'm D.L. Culliver, and here's Lisa at Culliver Nissan.
You can drive a brand new 94 Nissan truck or Sentra for no down or just $99 a month. No down or starting at just $99 a month, and Culliver has over 250 cars and trucks to choose from.
And if you've had credit problems, in most cases, we can qualify you for a newer used car loan and reestablish your credit. Call 866-6621.
The Culliver team.
Have fun, save big, and win prizes with the TV45 Summer Fun Super Savings Map. Pick up your free copy now at participating Peter Piper Pizza restaurants. It's loaded with summer fun tips and valuable savings at Jungle Jim's, Baskin-Robbins, Big Surf, and Harkins Theaters featuring Paramount's Forrest Gump. Plus, enter to win round-trip tickets on Northwest Airlines and lots of other great prizes in the free Flying Family Contest. The TV45 Summer Fun Super Savings Map, available now at Peter Piper Pizza. Also available at Carl's Jr. and Best Buy stores.
Roll Gold presents a movie preview. From Touchstone Pictures, she's a rookie reporter. He's an award-winning newsman. They're big city rivals covering the same big story. I Love Trouble, a preview brought to you by Roll Gold. More after this.
Well, look who's here. The gym class joke.
That was before fat-free Roll Gold pretzels.
Prove it, pretzel boy.
Must be the pretzels. Dance?
For great taste that's fat-free. Must be the pretzels. It must be rolled gold.
Tell me if you think we're in some kind of trouble here.
Hollywood's hottest stars.
I think we're in some kind of trouble here.
In the summer's hottest movie.
Stay there, I'll shoot.
I don't think so.
Think again.
Don't miss Julia Roberts and Nick Nolte in I Love Trouble, coming soon to a theater near you.
Okay, here's the truck for you, Ford F-150. It's America's best seller, and it comes with a standard driver's side airbag and free 24-hour roadside assistance. So what could be better than that? How about the same truck with an incredible lease offer? Lease any F-150 4x4 or 4x2 regular cab for 2 years, and Ford Credit will pay your first monthly payment. Waive the security deposit, and then the dealer association will pay your license fees. It's the best way to get into America's best-selling truck. So what are you waiting for? See your Greater Phoenix Ford dealer today.
You know what I want? Roast beef. Tender, juicy roast beef. It's got cheese on it. Cheese and stuff that gives it some oomph, some kick. This is torture because I want it right now.
Jack in the Box introduces the Monterey Roast Beef Sandwich. Tender roast beef, melting Monterey Jack, mild green chili, all on grilled sourdough.
This is exactly what I want.
The Monterey Roast Beef Sandwich from Jack in the Box. When you want something better.
My period used to make it impossible to get to sleep until I tried Nighttime Pamperin. Nighttime Pamperin is a soothing, hot beverage made with a pain reliever and a safe sleep aid in 2 pleasing flavors. Nighttime Pamperin. Sweet dreams.
If you're living with pain, here's exciting news. Introducing new Maximum Strength Flexol Pain Relieving Gel. Live better, feel better. Get better. Get Flexol or new Maximum Strength Flexol. The Pain Relief Pro trainers recommend.
Win a family pack of tickets, pit passes, and VIP parking when TV45 presents Ford Jets versus Buddy Cars and Fireworks 2, Saturday, June 25th, Firebird Raceway. Don't miss this 40-foot-tall, fire-breathing, car-crushing Robosaurus. Buddy Cars, jet dragsters, fuel alters, and pro-modified shoeboxes, plus Arizona's biggest fireworks. Send a postcard to Robosaurus, TV45, 4630 South 33rd Street, Phoenix 85040. TV45 presents Ford Jets versus Buddy Cars and Fireworks 2, Saturday, June 25th, Firebird Raceway.
Everybody still, please. Everybody still. Beautiful. Splendid. Now just one more, please. Loudly, loudly.